Hello and welcome back to the Match Ball Grid. My name's Andre, thanks so much for tuning in. How's everyone doing? It's Thursday night, maybe it's a Friday afternoon VOD. I don't know, it could be anywhere, right? How's everyone going? Anthony Pearson, running parallel, welcome. Good evening, hopefully you're having a good Thursday. It is currently the 2nd of May. Pretty cold out still here. You're a little quiet? Yeah, that's probably true. Hold on. I'm gonna put the gain up on this. So, disclaimer, I'm feeling pretty unwell this evening. I feel like I have a sore throat coming on, so being a bit quiet is probably just gonna be kind of par for the course this evening. Apologies for that, but I really don't want to talk too much. Yo, Maddie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully this is a bit better, but oh man, I really don't feel good. We're gonna get through it. Feel better ASAP, thank you. We'll get through this, it'll be fine. Some stuff to talk about just off the top. There was meant to be a tournament, Nisei running a standard tournament last weekend. It got postponed. We'll be streaming Sunday. I think we have a full second day of Swiss, so that might be around 7 hours of streaming, maybe a bit more. So drop by this Sunday. I think it starts at 10, but don't quote me. I think Nisei will post what times they start at. I don't know if they've advertised when it's starting again. But that will be back up soon, so we'll be here on Thursday. Hopefully if you are rescheduled in a tournament, you can still play. That'd be really cool. And we'll be commentating some of your games. Not Sunday, I'm moving that day. Ah, shit. How's it going, Jinteki? Excited to move at least? It'll be recorded as well, though, so at least you can see it. Yo, Wayne, how's it going? Hello. Welcome. Jellyhead, illness sucks. I've been ill since I got back from Spain over a week ago. It just won't go. Do you know what you got? What kind of stuff? It's like just basic stuff. Delighted, overjoyed. Hey, Jinteki, good to hear. Moving out of luxury or convenience or just good reasons to move. Andre nice to see. Hey, Tom Toms, welcome back. How you going? How you going? We're gonna be playing some tonight. Not too much. I have plans tonight. We have a game night kit on Monday. I think that's the big news right now. Is there's a new most wanted list announced this Monday. Honestly, not with the biggest changes. I don't think. Not too much that's gonna change how we're playing. We'll talk about this for sure. In with the boyfriend into a beautiful 2-bedroom. Can't wait. Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds really nice. Yeah, so this, I don't know if you've seen this. Maybe this is news. Let me move my face real quick. Some things have changed in the most wanted list meta. I know there's a lot of cards that people wanted to see changed, a lot of see banned, and we actually saw a large part of what people wanted has come through. Firstly, Mati Mukundo has been banned from standard format, from Nisei format, and I've been playing Mati Mukundo almost exclusively for this tournament season. Last tour championship didn't lose a game. First other one before that didn't lose a game. I really like playing Mati Mukundo. I think it's really fun. I was actually playing with somebody this weekend who was newer to the game, gave them Mati Mukundo. It's like a really fun ability, I think, to play around. Sure, it's incredibly powerful, I could see that. But it's gone, which I honestly am a bit upset about. I think it's a nuts ability. Maybe it needs 12 influence. I think there's other ways to balance it, but it's a fun ability at least. I think it's way more interesting than some of the other ones. Anyways, that's gone. Mumbet City Hall is out too. Not that big of a change, but on the runner side, we lost 4 cards. We have GPI Net Tap, which is gone, and if you tuned in on Sunday, we played that sort of degenerate Zamba GPI Net Tap Amakua deck with the Rubicon switch, so you kind of understand why that's gone. Employee Strike has been removed, which is kind of crazy. And then Lamb and Labor Rights are also both gone. And the cool thing about this article, mind you, Commercial Bankers Group unrestricted as well as Violet Level Clearance, which is a really big deal. Hey, that's me. Yeah, the article does a really good job talking about why certain cards got banned. Talking about my meta, as far as I know, the Montreal meta, this actually doesn't change too much at all, besides the Mati Mukundo thing. Lamb and Labor Rights have been showing up a lot in these like really competitive max deck lists that don't run Levy. And we saw them only once in my meta. I've heard they're pretty good. They're pretty obnoxious to play against also because they just like trash everything. But this really doesn't affect anyone. I think Lamb at 2 influence was probably a bit too low. It's also just a good card that kind of invalidates Bigger Ice, which is unfortunate. And Labor Rights is, I don't know. I kind of feel like I wish this card wasn't restricted. I think it's a really cool recursion card. It's interesting. There's a lot of choices to be made. You can only really play at the end of your deck, but a lot of those problems come down to Max playing when they're dead, so when they're end, so that's the thing. Yo, Mark Andre, how's it going? I thought they'd do more hit to 419. That's the biggest thing, Jinteki, that I thought. Is that I thought, because this tournament season, I've been playing a lot of 419 power tap 419 power tap decks with Security Nexus and all that. And I thought that that deck was going to be hit in some way, even just a minor way, like Citadel Sanctuary being restricted kind of changes that deck a slight bit. You just no longer run crowdfunding. I don't think it's the worst at all. Yeah, that deck didn't at all get touched. I think that deck is pretty good. I think one of the biggest things that this changes that I'm kind of a bit skeptical about and a bit apprehensive about is that the unbanning of Commercials Bankers Group, the banning of Employee Strike, and the banning of Lamb, these are all cards that are actually really good against asset spam type decks. Controlling the Message didn't win Worlds. That deck list I think is entirely still legal, the Worlds winning deck list, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe somebody jump in and correct me. But that seems really good, let alone NBN assets decks got so much stronger with daily quests that just got printed. So I think that's kind of crazy. Also, like why I mentioned Lamb specifically, Lamb is one of the best cards against Tour Guide in the game. And Tour Guide, Commercial Bankers Group, Weyland, Gagarin, Asset Spam, that's now like a thing you can play. This deck list, or this write-up specifically says like with cards like Hacktivist, with cards like crowdfunding, they think that the matchup against assets aren't that bad. I honestly don't see that. I think Gagarin can steamroll you early if they get a good start, but I don't know. Marcus, how's it going? Restrict Max instead of Labor Rates? Yeah, Max, the problem is if you restrict Max, then you can't run Levy in Max, and then Max is probably unplayable. No more Lamb Surfer deck. Yeah, that one gets me a lot. The new hotness is Deja Vu. I don't know what that is. Eula got a lot better. Yeah, Eula did get a little better with RAM restricted. Rob, how's it going firstly? Also, what is that deck? Still legal, yes. Is crowdfunding enough to mitigate now? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but like, let's like some of the strongest cards against Gagarin were the fact that Commercial Banker Group was restricted, ways to deal with Tour Guide. In theory, you could play Chisel, but I really haven't seen anyone playing that, and Employee Strike. And all of those are now no longer an issue, which is kind of a really big deal. Against Controlling the Message, you don't have to worry about Strike. And sure, they printed a new copy of Employee Strike, Direct Access, but I really don't think that card's going to see play competitively. It's kind of a terrible card. It's just not a great card, at least. This write-up also specifically talks about Violet level clearance and how that's really cool in HB, and HB needs some love. For what it's worth, and I don't want to pile on with negativity, I fucking hate playing against Ginger City Grid decks. I really don't like it. I think they all play just about the same. They just like install Ginger City, draw all day, slap on their remote, jam behind it. I don't think that's really fun. I'd rather play against Minty Makundo any day than like a Ginger City Grid deck. That's my hot take. I just don't think it's interesting. Violet level clearance is probably still kind of a rough card. Like playing Ginger City Grid, installing all your ice in your last click, and then HQ holds like 3 agendas. Maybe not great. Au revoir. Oh yeah, Au revoir is another card that like definitely is categorically can be problematic, and I could see that. So Au revoir, Wu decks, those used to be playable a long time ago. They probably are still really gross and mean. That sucks. Yo, hey, good evening, Peter. Dobry wieczór. Kakoste, how's it going? Anyways, I don't think this most wanted list impacted my. They're talking about scarcity resources too, which is really interesting. A lot of people were talking about like just why don't you just rotate currents as a whole? And honestly, I wouldn't mind it that much as Hacktivist is probably one of the best cards against asset spam decks. Also Employee Strike being banned, like, okay, so Employee Strike being banned is a really big deal against, there's just so many IDs that get like totally hosed by Employee Strike. Let's go through all the IDs that are now like legal, and a lot of them are IDs that are not particularly fun to play against, if you ask me. So let's just go search that through, because you'll see what this looks like. Like there's certain IDs that are like you can play around with Employee Strike. I think Minty Makundo is one of them. Like you can play around it in theory if you don't have Employee Strike. Obviously having Strike would be easier. But I just wanted to pull up the identities to see what it is. What corp would you play? I'm considering signing up late to tournament this weekend, but I have no idea what to play. I'll be honest. Okay, so let's just go. We'll do the corp side. How do you do it? It's like C corp or something. I'll tell you what I would play. Because there's the value of a lot of decks changed heavily by the fact that Employee Strike no longer exists. And the thing is, like, I'll admit it, Employee Strike wasn't commonly played in my meta at all. But it's one of those cards where it's like, if the field is 30% Gagarin, people will play Employee Strike. Like, they'll make room in their deck to do that. And that's no longer an option. Do nothing Shaper runs train on every fair corp with Strike banned. I could feel that, yeah, right? Click for 12 4-wheel counters, yikes. Has to be null fixed breaker on the runner side. Добрый вечер, Tuli Tabi. Going to sleep soon. Glad I caught the stream. Hey, sleep well at least. Thanks for dropping by. If I was going to play any deck right now, I'd actually probably play Acme. I had a lot of fun playing Acme, and one of the weakest cards against Acme was Employee Strike, and that's gone now. Also, with Lamb gone, it's really good for decks that run weird subtyped ice. So I'm thinking about like Universal Connectivity Fee. Which is really good. So I would actually probably play Acme. I'd also play Sea Sources in it. That's probably what I'm gonna play. Ag Infusion is disgustingly mean without Employee Strike. There's some really bad builds of this thing with the IT department that are totally legit right now. Argus Security got better. Asa Group, it's okay. Asmari, it's okay. Fine. Blue Sun, okay, whatever. But there's some that got like way stronger. Gagarin got way stronger without Strike. Harpsichord is technically stronger without Strike. Architects of Tomorrow, sure. But there's a couple other ones. I think Acme is like a big winner of this. Industrial Genomics is a huge winner. That was one of the strongest cards against Industrial Genomics. The best thing you can do is probably play Freedom. I'm feeling like on runner side, I'd probably end up playing a lot of Freedom just because it's one of the IDs that is fun to play, I think. It has good matchups against assets and can do okay against Glacier. So it's really flexible. Blue Sun, of course, is a thing that you have to worry about, but IG is now just way gross. I like that I can play Jemisons more consistently. PE is a menace still. Playing Strike against PE is pretty good. Don't have to worry about that. Controlling the Message, it's fantastic. Daily Quest is a fantastic fucking card. I think NBN Controlling the Message is probably kind of nuts right now. New Earth Hub likes a Strike. New Angeles Sol is also really good. I think now with Strike gone, Shaper doesn't really have... Is music playing through all this? Did I not mute the music? Oh, that's okay. I'll just mute that now. Shaper doesn't have a good current, really. So, like, Sol is probably better than it's been in a while. Criminals are still... I think everyone's playing, like, Corporate Grant. On the Anarch side, you still have Hacktivists, but that's still something. Paulina is fine without Strike. Like, it's changed some stuff. Spark is fine. Sports Metal is fine. Whatever. SSO is also really good without Strike. Without Strike, yeah, it's not like... Sync is good. Tenon, I don't like Tenon. Outfit's great. Titan's great without Strike. A lot of things got a lot better. It really did. I don't think Direct Access gets much play without Mati around. I don't think Direct Access gets much play with Mati around. I don't know. BS is like the ID that gets countered by E-Strike. Blue Sun, yeah, Blue Sun does get countered, but like Blue Sun plays a lot differently than it used to be. It's no longer about like the Sea Sword Scorched Earth kills. So like being able to pull your big ice on turn 4 or on turn 8 when you clear the strike largely doesn't make that big of a difference, the way I see it. It's a bit different when you like put down something big with an overstate AI, because then you can't recover it immediately, but I don't think it's the biggest deal. I don't know. I don't think, hey, Ransom, how's it going? I don't think Direct Access is worth the include. There's also something like I really don't like about the design of Direct Access for what it's worth. So like that's a big thing, okay? Say you're playing an Acme deck and basically the server is unrunnable if your ability is on, which can happen a lot of times. And back in the day, the question used to be, okay, well, if I know Employee Strike is in their deck, which is something you could actually ascertain relatively easily, this is what's kind of annoying, right? Because as soon as they play a restricted card, you know, I don't have to play against Employee Strike. And that was kind of the beauty of Employee Strike. Making it a restricted card not only means that you'll see it less, but you're more quickly able to identify it in the matchup. And that's a really big deal. Like in a lot of these matchups where Employee Strike is really important to clear, keeping your scarcity resources in hand and playing it at the right time as opposed to playing it early, playing it to defuse the strike was like a really big deal. And once they installed the crowdfunding, you're like, I don't have to play around strike. And that's a huge benefit. But the replacement to this card, that was the big thing. Okay, before an Employee Strike turn, you had to be like, okay, I'm hoping they don't have it. It's been a couple turns. Maybe they've injected twice, so I've seen 8 of the cards they've drawn. I don't think they have it. I'm gonna go now. Or like, it's been so long, I'm sure they have it and they're holding it in hand and I'm gonna go. And so you always had to play whether or not they had it in hand. And I don't love that part of the game. Where it's like, oh, I lose if they're holding it in their hand or something goes really poorly for me. And Direct Access is like that times 10. Because it shuffles back. And now the idea of like, do they have it? Do they not have it? Makes this card a bit stronger, sure. But like, you're still going to push it if you think like, you still got to push your luck. But like, this now one's always a surprise. It's not like, oh, Employee Strike is up, so you know it's up, which obviously is bad too. Maybe this is a stupid argument. But this one's like way more swingy. It's like, oh, if they have it, okay, they shuffled it back. Okay, if they have it. It's also harder to tell whether a deck is running it because it's not restricted. I don't know. Shang said, how's it going? Does the timing even allow Direct Access to happen versus RP? Yeah, it does. Oh, RP is better too. Yeah, you can Direct Access against RP. I'm like 90% confident. Yeah, RP is fine. Ag Infusion's fine too. It has 17 influence. But yeah, now it's at least interesting because there's other Jinteki IDs that are not damage based that are worth considering. Good riddance to Lamb, Surfer, and GPI Turtle. Yep, a lot of people are happy to get that go. All right, well, that's the most wanted list. I think the biggest change are going to be that one max deck. You can't play this like really brutal deck that maybe was in your meta with GPI net tap. That's gone. Strike honestly wasn't played that much, but I think this is probably one of the biggest changes right here. Is the whole most wanted list. That scares the shit out of me because acid decks, obviously that's been gone, but like not too much has changed. Ag Infusion is just a little too weird. Ag Infusion is a strange identity. It's also tricky sometimes to play around it. I've seen somebody died recently in Airstore Championship because they didn't understand the card text. But like, you want to see gross? Fucking, we're gonna search this. It's not gonna work because it's on Firefox. Oh, actually, it might work. Like, there's some really good decks that I don't think were bad, but people stopped playing them. Maybe because it's not fun. I don't know why, but this archetype, I think this is still 100% playable. More than one restricted card. Okay, it's not because you can't play Wampo, but whatever, that's not that bad. And you just play one of these. This archetype is disgusting, where you just like jam an IT department and then hit it with counters. Like this did really well. It's not fun to play against because the IT department scales in a ridiculous way. And if there's Tithoniums and you can force people to run into Tithoniums, you can win the game relatively easily, let alone the Chiachis. It's gross. Hydra is fucking garbage to play against. And I think it's really strong now. So play Direct Ekis, I guess. I don't know. It's really scary. Not tier 1 decks, but 1, 2, 5. Lamb hits a bunch of pretty good Shaper decks. Yeah, Shaper at least, like, I don't know if you play Lamb. Maybe you do. Shaper has no good current. I think that's the biggest issue right now, is all the Shaper currents are underwhelming. And none of the neutral currents are really good right now. So, like, I don't know what they do against scarcity. That seems like a huge issue. Like, what do they do? What does a Shaper do? Like, what's a good Shaper deck right now? Actually, the deck list of the week is Shaper. We're going to jump into that. This is Say It Zero's deck. Restricted card is Levy. We only have 9 resources, because we're not an Aesop's deck, that doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, I don't know what they do. Slot Interdiction, yeah, I guess you could, but Interdiction is not even a particularly good card. Now, as soon as you play it, everyone just pre-reses stuff. I remember 2017 Worlds, they had little cards that Hydra players had calculated how much a strength and an ice got based on how many tokens. Yeah, I remember that. It was like a nice array sheet. People shared it online too. So this is cool. Say It Zero, if you don't know, is a really interesting deck builder from, if I'm not mistaken, Pennsylvania. Had a pleasure of meeting this guy a couple times at Worlds. So this is a spec work deck, which is this card actually one influence? Wow, it is. It's basically like our short slots of traffic jams. I don't know. Is like a really simple Aesop's. So Aesop's is a thing. Lets us pawn our stuff. It is a Hailey Kaplan patchwork deck, so card draw is really good because we're going to throw some stuff away. This is my big study about this. This card is 4 cost, and we're going to be playing Hushuk with 4 cost installed cards, so this is one of them. And then our whole Breaker Suite with Lady. This deck could have Palangi in it. Gordian Blade and Nanotech are all at 4 on top of the patchwork. So those are our 4s. Now, the thing that I'm convinced, I don't love this card. I don't think the artist is that great, and I think in a deck that wants to draw more cards with patchwork, this deck might be strictly better if we replace the artist with a professional contacts. Now, unfortunately, that's a 1 fewer 4 cost card, but you see what we're doing here, right? I'm pretty sure Proco is almost always better than this card, but I might be wrong. The Lamb restriction killed my BPM Ken. What's BPM stand for? My meta is back to playing a lot of Top Hat Insight right now. Yeah, that's a really scary thing. Not a lot of people are playing ways to disrupt that. Happy Thursday, this who shook it up. Jankless, how's it going? Traffic Jam plus Populous Rally and Squid Agenda's become a nightmare. I feel like more people should play that that card where you run R&D and you get virus counters that makes agendas harder to score. That one seems really good. Rob says 100% pro con over artist. I feel that. I think that's right, but we're not going to change this deck just because we need enough 4 cost installed cards. Palangi also, we've seen time and time again, is absolutely disgusting in this sort of archetype because we have 3 ladies. You can make something a barrier. We can clone chip this thing back and back again, and then we're breaking things for free. I feel like that deck is really strong. I think we could definitely do it. And Say It seemed like a cool idea. Didn't have time to test it. I think it's a very different deck, but a cool one. That's probably about right. So we want to install our 4 cost cards. There's honestly not that many of them, and then kind of go off. We also have a Clot and 1 influence left. Shikana, thank you. So running a deck that used Contaminate to charge Shikana was neat. Palangi plus Freedom is most fun. Yeah, I'm yet to try that, actually. Somebody left a comment the other day, and we were talking about it. We played against someone playing that. I do think Palangi plus Freedom is hilariously good. BPM beats per minute, cheeky reference to Heartbeat. A bunch of run events like Knifed. That sounds awesome. All right, let's Hushuk some people. If you're just tuning in, my name's Andre, by the way. I'm a bit under the weather, so the energy's gonna be a bit lower, but I don't know how to spell Hushuk. But we'll get through it. I think that's what's important. Who are we playing? We're not playing Lat. We're not playing Lat. We're playing Hailey. Why are we playing Hailey? We don't have that many things to install. We have 17 events and we're playing Hailey? Why aren't we playing Lat? Kind of feels FTE is a shaper current. Freedom, more or less, right? Kind of sucks to play to clear Spooky Town. Yeah, it's terrible to clear Spooky Town. I don't think you play this to clear Scary City. That's like a Geist play. But it's like, I don't know. It's a 1 of in the deck too. So like, good luck with that. Put in Lat and find a slot for Palangi. I think this could easily be Lat. Yeah, V2 will be Lat and Procon for sure. I don't know why we're Hailey. Doesn't seem like we have enough installs. We'll find out though. I'm not gonna be too quick to talk about it. I'm also not the best shaper player, so I don't know why F11 doesn't hide this anymore. It used to hide the top bar. What's with that? Firefox. Oof. I'll be interested to hear what everybody else's take is of the most wanted list. What's it changing in your meta? I feel like tonight we're just going to be jamming a lot of net decks, trying to figure some stuff out. I want to try some CTM, a deck I'm not particularly good at playing classically time and time again. We've proven that. But I feel like you could play a CTM deck that's less acid spammy and just like, if you get the turn 1 daily quest behind an Enigma, fuck, that's good. Ooh, SSO. I want to try SSO right now. SSO seems really strong. No strike. They did lose Colossus, which was a pretty good ice, but Hortum and Mouseless, both with 3 advancements, is kind of nuts. Our restricted card is Levy, which I don't see how we would play that. The game's gonna be over before that. Anyways, we need some way to charge the server turn 1. We actually don't have really strong burst money. We just have Sure Gamble and Dirty Laundry. We really have no burst money. And you kind of want that because a lot of times they are running the public works thing that you get damage and they punitive you. Playing Shaper and CTM in one night? Do you not want me to watch? All right. Well, we can always throw out the first patchwork. This can be a hard matchup. So they're going to jam their face up 5-3 here. There you go, City Works Project. And they're not going to advance it, so they're going to get a huge Hortum or Mouseless here, which is really hard for us to set up. So we could throw down our patchwork. We can throw the second patchwork to Dirty Laundry R&D, which is pretty cute. Do we want to double install? That's the question that I'm going to forget about. So it's really hard to double install in this deck. I don't think we're going to get a double install this turn. So we're going to play this. We're going to play this. It's almost impossible for us to get a double install, but we want to get Patchwork Fire every turn. No, thank you. How does this work? How does this work? Oh. Well, it works well. Yo, Apathy, how's it going? It's going okay. Patchwork is burst discounts? Yeah. Weyland is rushy as hell, and rightfully so. Restricted card is Surveyor. It doesn't really work with advancement tokens. We do have Clot, which is kind of cool. If they are running some sort of like Red Planet Couriers. Let me move my face, excuse me. That's all right. However, the top right info on text on Patchwork. Click Patchwork before playing installing a card. Very elegant. I like that. Luckily, the ice they drew is pretty bad on Centrals. If we were playing Lat, we'd also have one Link, which is pretty cute. The thing is, we can't really face check that card because if it is like a Hortum or Mouseless, it's absolutely disgusting. I feel like we double install the caches and then we Dirty Laundry HQ throwing out a Hushuk. We have 2 more in the deck. And a lot of times you can win this matchup by camping their mode because they generally only run like 7 agendas because they're running only 5/3s. Sometimes they run hostile takeovers as well. I actually think installing the SMC probably be better. It gives us a bit of a threat so they can't score hostile from hand, which is cute. And we can also use like SMC on their turn, throwing out something with hand to install something cheaper with Patchwork, which is really cool. I fucked this up. I needed to click the thing first. Hold on. We'll fix it. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, chat went pretty fast. Border control. Okay, that's a really mean card. So we can double install here. I don't think we need 2 caches. Putting the SMC down feels pretty good, and we can install this cache and we'll take the money off of it. I don't think there's a reason not to. I'm doing great. Just got a new blender. Made some hummus, some carrot soup for dinner. Money bags with the blender over there. I don't know where the weather's like where you are, but here's super weather. I had ramen for dinner. Stomach did not do well with it though. In Chicago, it snowed last week and it's been 40F and rainy fog since then. Sounds like that's what you want in May. Look at all these pathetic looking spring flowers. I went to IKEA the other day, something I like doing a fair bit, and I bought a plant. And I took the plant home, and then I Googled it to figure out watering instructions, and it turns out the plant is like low-key poisonous. And I can't touch the sap or my eyes. And they don't tell you that at IKEA. What the fuck, IKEA? Oh, we have a spec work. Yeah, fuck it. Let's play it. Alright, well, we don't have a good Hailey fire this turn. Do we want to double install? We won't. And I don't feel like we really need to aggressively patchwork this turn. This is way better. We'll draw once. IKEA low-key evil. Like the ramen with bone broth? The ramen, super cheap ramen. I make garbage ramen. Did you watch Game of Thrones? And yes, if you did like it. I haven't watched the new season. I generally wait for all of the Game of Thrones to come out at once, and then I just watch it all together. I feel like we're going to need money in this matchup because I'm worried about punitive, so I'm actually just going to play every econ card. The Dirty Laundry is worth an Axis and 3 credits, which is comparable to like getting out our programs. Our code gatebreaker is Gordian Blade, which actually is pretty good when they're stacking on the remote. We also have Nanotech, which is really relatively well suited. Again, it's the other one. Could double install by running R&D and installing a breaker. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, you're right. We could, or we could do it this turn. I think we actually might do it this turn. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. We can patchwork on their turn. So we've seen a barrier, we've seen a sentry, we haven't seen a code gate. And we have no AI breaker, no Palangi. So using this preemptively actually might not be worth the double install. Just because like, we need whatever we need. Their money's also not that great. They're definitely running the one that's going to give them like 8 credits when they play it. The one that gives them for advanced cards. I never remember the name. Do I install this and fire it to lose? Oh, well, that actually is pretty good. I'm not throwing any of these out. And this is 2 cards, 4 credits. All right. Well, she's here now. Masscom, thank you. There's one in Portland and Salt Lake City. How's it going, Taylor? There's one what? Masscom also. David, thank you. All right, they're jamming it. 3rd ice on the remote. We know border control. That's largely it. I'll let them score that one. They've already invested in it pretty heavily. So I feel like we'd rather spec work than diesel. But we have the money. We just want to set up the Hushuk because they're not ready with the Hushuk. Do we want to throw anything out? I don't think so. I think we need the diesel. This is why I don't love the artist, is because none of these abilities are really good in the deck. The best thing we could be doing is like playing Procro and drawing with it. So we have double installed. Click for 2 is like mediocre when we could be drawing, which is worth a patchwork 2. I know we can install with this too, but like, I guess I'll draw. Ooh, okay, well at least we can use patchwork. This is once per turn, which is really sweet. It's not first. All right, well, we're eclipsing him in money. I got a spider plant because it's supposedly unkillable. 2 died on my 3rd one. Oh, woof. IKEA locations. Oh, excuse me. IKEA, yeah, IKEA's great. Love IKEA. Ooh, defensive upgrade. That's actually probably Marcus Batty. There's the mass comms. They have the money. That's usually Marcus Batty. Marcus Batty is pretty cool because he can fire the advanced Hortum or Mouseless subroutines, which can be either lethal or very good. I think we're going to go ahead and diesel here. All right, we have a lady. We can double stall ladies, which is honestly not terrible. We can even throw the Dirty Laundry. Double installing ladies is actually pretty cool. because we can double install them. I'll try that. I don't know. Can we do patchwork plus artists? Well, I know we can, but isn't Jinteki going to be okay with it? And we actually can win in 2 runs with freedom through equality, and we'll have 3 installed cards. We actually can Hushuk this turn, because if we pull the nanotech, we can get it, and if we pull the other one, we can get it too. So I think that's actually pretty fine. I think we actually want to throw out the dirty laundry. This makes the Hushuk also a lot better. So we could play this first, but I don't think we need to. I'd rather win with this one. Zach, this is the Dekuis. How's it going? Ooh, it's a big old firewall. You don't see that often. Luckily, we break this for like what? 4 credits? 5 credits? Ooh. All right, so we're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4. We could go ahead and actually pop the SMC to see another card to get our yeah, I think we probably want to, whatever. We died to a punitive though, which is really bad. We haven't seen a code gate yet. But Horsel and Mouseless are both really good. We can consider this is gonna be a trace 6 on the remote. So this is like a kind of hard of a decision. Is it Nanotech? Or is it another lady? Is it Nanotech or is it Gordian Blade? I feel like we could always Gordian Blade. Yeah, whatever. We'll see 5 cards, thank you. Attitude Adjustment, Embolus. That's wild. That's probably an Embolus. Hortum or Hostile. Oh, that's unfortunate. We only got the Hostile. At least we can get Punitive. We'll just do this to gain 2. We died a double Punitive. This way we have to die to triple Punitive, which seems unlikely. Robert, how's it going? Start poking centrals? Oh, totally. There's the Embolus as well. This is still expensive at 5 credits. It's still pretty pricey. Now the problem is we can run into, there's no advanceable sentries in the game anymore. If I'm not mistaken, there's no advanceable sentries. This doesn't matter if it's advanceable though. There's a small chance we could get hard-hitting used. Oh, Nebula, excuse me. Yeah, you're all right. Oh, fuck, they're gonna get a Hostile? That's fine with us. It gives us a bad pub. Actually, I don't even know what this is. What is this? What the fuck is this? Is this just a shitty NGO front? Alright, well we have all our breakers, so all we need to do is like squeeze money out of our deck. We need to get this in the bin. Yeah, I'll run. That's definitely an NGO front, right? Yeah, that's okay. Basically traded one of our clicks for a magnum opus. So we just want to get that down and we'll just like Hushuk over and over again, which is really cheesy, so we'll just gain 2. Look like an RPC finisher? Yeah, it kind of does look like an RPC finisher. They could government take over from hand, so we just want to clone chip on the table and throw out the clot. We're not going to be running this remote. It's a border control into double Embolus. That seems impossible. Okay. The problem is like that econ card gives them 1 billion credits and there's no way to stop it. I don't like this card. It's really good for these decks. So we want to get an SMC on the table. Again, I wish this was a Proco. It'd be firing way more often. Well, at least we can double install here. So we can double install Clone Chip, throwing out a clot to save the credits. And then they have to respect the RPC. It could be an Arc Lockdown, for sure. But like, we're in no rush. They also, there's a chance of a government takeover, and we have the 1-pointer, so it's a huge liability for them. All right, scoring the agenda. They could jam another one, which would be a bad case for us. They just drew last click. That's never right. All right, so we've thrown out 1 levy. Oh no, we mulliganed a levy. This is our only levy so far. Right? Yeah, 1 levy. Okay, so I think we gamble. We install this on the cheap, and then we do same old thing, Hushuk. All right, we probably can get in here. Speaking of border control, why was that not restricted? I'm actually kind of glad border control isn't restricted. Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay, punitive is an issue here if they have it. Yeah, we're one card too few. We can always just like clone chip in a cache and trash one of our calls. Oh, we don't even have to trash one of our cards to get a punitive. I'm gonna use this other lady to break them up. Yeah, we're fucked to punitive. Oh wait, we can actually throw out like a levy on their turn to get the punitive. We might actually just win here. Let's see how it goes. Whoa. They're on arc lockdown. Wow. All right, so at least we're not gonna get punitive, but that's really bad. I think border control is like a reasonable card. It just needs to cost maybe one more influence. I don't even think it's that problematic. The thing is, like, if you get a Rex Shaper BS, if you restrict border control, like Weyland gets fucked. Like, you just can't do it. We'll access the Miss Fingo, I guess. That sucks. Wormhole Nebula Asteroid Belt can feel decent in absence of David. Yeah, totally. At least they don't scale well though. Like resing them for free is still good. But excuse me. If they put another ice on here, it's gonna make their surveyor worse. Oh, actually no, it doesn't. It scales really well with nanotech. Never mind. How's it going, Thresnos? I don't know. If you like restrict border control, what do you play as Weyland? You can't play surveyor, border control, like in the same deck. I don't know. They just get so much worse. And their money is like really lowering out if they don't draw into mass comms. And of course, we are shuffling every time we hit R&D, so it's not like they're gonna draw whatever the top card was. I think it was a Hordem, but like we have 2 Hushuks in the bin, let alone our caches and lambs. So we actually might just preemptively levy right here because there's nothing else really we want to get in our deck. I think we actually will levy next turn. How much value has the artist generated so far? I think we clicked it once for 2 credits and we did 2 installs, so not a lot. And like we have to draw this turn. We have no draw in the deck. Well, besides the 2 diesels and 3 spec works was already played. Like if this was, oh, they rejoined. Like if this was a Proco, I think we'd be off way better off. It's obviously a 4 credit card, which is a big deal, but we could play like an R&D interface or something like that. Puppy, how's it going? Cool to catch you live. Always watch your VODs. Oh, cheers. It's been a while, huh? How are you doing? Archive Memory's getting played. It looks like they're going to be pulling back their econ card, the mass comms. So that's great. Weyland would probably be stuck in Gar and Acid Spam with a kill package if you remove the Glacier options. I think that's still a really good thing to do right now. They've restricted Employee Strike, or they banned it. They brought back Commercial Bankers Group, unrestricted, and Lamb can no longer deal with Tour Guide. I think Gagarin seems great right now. I'm now a dirty Magic player. Online or in person? Their connection seems a bit faulty. We'll hold on for a bit to see how this goes. But yeah, I think we levy here. Like there's nothing else really that good in our deck. We got a couple Hailey triggers this game. We got like maybe 3. How many Hailey triggers did we get? These 2 came down together. The clone chips came down together. The same old thing and artist came down together. 2 caches came down together. I feel like if we played lat, we'd have to control our hand a bit better, but like probably be better. Online and Magic the Gathering Arena. Aye. Ah, beans. All right, well, we won that way. Tour Guide is going to force Chisel into the meta. We can see if it's actually good. I doubt it will. I don't know. I just don't think there's enough good things for Chisel. Maybe. Specifically thinking if border control was gone, that would be all they have. Yeah, right? All right. I'm going to make some changes to this deck. We also have 1 influence left. Like, you could just play a stim hack and call it a day. But I think I want to try this the lat way. Chat, what we want to do for that last influence? We can't play stim hack and lat. I'm going to try Proco, but then we need Nora 4 cost cards in here. Profession. It's also weird in a deck to have both feedback filter and levy. I feel like you can just deal with one of them and you'll probably be good. You can't do stem hark. Dang, this deck is good, makes people concede. It actually DDoS them. If you can't play stim hack as a bad ID, that's the lat problem, right? How can we get more? I still want to try the spec work thing. I think the caches are going to get a lot worse outside of it, of Hailey. So this package might not be good. We could go with the 1 cost cards and keep the hashes on the table, but that seems stupid too. Get rid of the FBF for sure. Yeah, I don't think we want that. So what are other good 4 cost shaper cards, or just 4 cost cards in general will actually do it? I feel like RDI could be playable, but it doesn't really work with Hushuk, so maybe that's a bit counterintuitive. We could play like Cloaks and Pelongi. Blue Moose. Side, let's say Faction Shaper. Lost cast equals 4. The Hushuk searching. I love how Lat's redesign limitation outside general Shaper stuff is no stim hack. Yeah, it really does hurt a lot. Well, playing Comet won't work. We could play, I shouldn't have looked up events. We can't play Lamb. Isn't Golo better than Gordian Blade? I thought it was, but it's 5, right? Yeah, it's 5. Not that many options at 4, honestly. You have to generally spend influence. I've seen people play HQ interface. Feedback filter protects against brain damage, though. Can't stop the stim hack. Earthrise, I don't think we want more draw. I feel like we might just depend on lat draw. And the problem with like lat draw is if you double draw. Actually, Earthrise is okay. We'll try 1 Earthrise. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. Earthrise and Proco seem stupid, actually. Maybe not. 1 influence I always fill with Paul up. That's actually a cool for a 1 cost card for the install, but I feel like we're building a different deck now if we stop playing the 4s. This deck really wants Pelongi, though. Like, you got 3 ladies. If you trim the caches, you have some influence. Yeah, let's trim the caches for Pelongis and then trim the spec works and build a totally different deck. Well, we trimmed a lot of cards. All right, so we got the Pelongi thing going on. So we can go for the 1 cost installs. Actually, probably not. Rejig new meta. Earthrise cost 4. Yeah, I don't know. We have Proco, though. Earthrise and Proco in the same deck. Sounds kind of like nonsense to me. We can run more 1 costers. Rejig triggers Hailey. It does, but on your own terms. That's cool, though. I just don't like events in Hailey. Too many events. Feels bad when you draw them. We could do HQI. I guess we could go outside of Shaper and see what cost 4. Faction. Runner. How do I say not operations? Is there a not search? I guess we'll do sort by type. Okay, these are the events. These are the hardwares, the programs. So what do we got for hardware? Demolisher, nope. So these are all consoles. Console. HQ interface, maybe. Zomba is a console. R&D interface is an option. Seems a bit ridiculous. And then we got some programs here. Cradle to get that good old lat ability. Paperclip is restricted. I saw people playing Tycoon to get the 1 cost fires in Shaper, which is really cool for the 1 cost Hushuk. I want to play Niffer. Ooh, Stargate. 3 influence. Oh, the apathy. That's perfect. Man, Paperclip's a good card. Class Act. That's 5 influence, though. Do we have it? Almost. Almost. Sneaker or Beta. That's a really cool card. Problem is, I don't think we want 2 MU programs, right? Because we're going to be trying to install as many as we can. I think 2 cost resources are probably the most interesting. Or 4 cost resources, excuse me. We got 5 influence, 3 influenced. We'll get him with that. That'll be a good lag card stim dealer. There's really not a lot of options. There's like no fucking options. Hushik when you can Stargate, when you can't. Shaper and Pelongi, I don't even know you, man. It's really good. Latara, how's it going? Just connected. What are you trying to make? We're trying to tune up this deck list of the week. We want to play Lat, and then we decided to change it because I don't like the artist as a card that much. And now we've really lost the plot. And there's not enough good 4 cost installs. I think we're going to do 2 HQ interface and call it a day. Oh, I know we need 3 more cards. What are good Shaper cards? Help. Search. Deck list. Cards used. Lat. What are good cards? It's Firefox and me. Help. Modded. Oh yeah, Modded's really good. That's a really good card. Modded Patchwork. Yeah, fuck it. That sounds fun. What else? That's the deck. Give me a good Shaper card, please. Money, please. Seems right. Hushuk Hailey. Seems good. Overmind LODS Memory Diamond. LODS actually, I think, rotated out. Oh, this is not how we should do it. Hushuk Delivery. Okay, Terrence, what you got? Leprechaun, Rizeki. Yeah, you could do this version. Beth, Earthrise, Film Critic, same old thing. Falsified, Diesel, Freedom. Wow, everyone's running the same package. Okay, I don't know what good Shaper cards are. We just need one good card. We just need 2 good cards. Peace in Our Time is actually not a bad card. I feel like Peace in Our Time is probably good. Because we can break anything with the Lady Palangi. Is there just like not neutral economy cards? Please no peace? Rob, what's wrong with peace? I feel like I'm spending too long on this. Oh, this is Pirate Hailey? Fuck. Notoriety. Cody, how's it going? Notoriety? We can only use Palangi once a turn. I feel like Notoriety might not be good. Caddy's fine. I think Caddy isn't terrible. We can also just run another levy. We're already running 1. The program gives you a credit a turn. Rizeki. We have all our MUs filled up though. I feel like another levy is probably better than the same old thing. That's probably wrong. At least we play it for cheap. Fuck it, I'll play another modded. Whatever. Good enough. We'll try this. Play a Leprechaun for MU solving. I just don't. Can we? Oh yeah, we're gonna have MU problems. Yeah, I think the Leprechaun's actually pretty good. Man, I wish they kept Dig Deer in the game. I like Dig Deer a fair bit. Misdirection while the CTM coming back? Oh, fuck off. Yeah, that's a really good card. Yeah, Misdirection should be in this deck. Okay, we'll drop a mod for Misdirection. Yeah, that's a total staple. And we can always... Yeah, Misdirection could have easily been in the other deck list, right? Like in the other bad matchups, you just install it for free and then you sell it with spec work. Yeah, I think Misdirection is a really good call. I don't think there's any reason not to play Misdirection in a Shaper deck. It's one of the biggest strengths in the meta. We're a runner. Miss Dig Deer. Yeah, Dig Deer was a fun card. Canteo. I don't recognize this name. RP. Oh, cool. Alright, so our opening hand, we generally want a mulligan for Proco and Patchwork, and maybe even a modded. So 2 of these cards are really dead in our hand. Our Clone Chip is dead early, so we're gonna go mulligan this. Doing well, thanks. Sebastian, how's it going? Has anyone else noticed a return of Armitage code busting on Jinteki? Not just out of Az? I haven't. Have you? Who else is playing it? I've only seen Armitage reliably, not even in Az decks, but in like Apocalypse decks, because it's like transient. No quote, sorry. Alright, so we kept the misdirection, which has been unfortunate. Generally, we want to be able to deal with Sundew. Also, RP has... Is this Acid Spam? Well, they didn't res it, so... If we lose this, it's fine. Okay, whatever. We're going to check this out. This actually might be a damage deck. This could be mental health or something. But, like, not all, they also have daily... Oh, it is. Well, at least fuck me. We'll deal with this first. Hostile Invis Directory? I don't know. We could put a Parisha in the deck, too, if we think there's going to be stuff. I don't care about that. Yeah, that one matters. Okay, let's go. Man, I'm not a Shaper. Armitage is in 1-cost Hushuk? Oh, really cool. I'm not a Shaper player. I'm starting at the entire Shaker card pool, and I can't think of anything good going there. Mean Shaker. Alright, so we know one of them is their hostile infrastructure, which if they res it, it's fine. We generally want to Proco down. Dirty Laundry is a really good thing here, because we can poke. We don't die to snare. And we can check these 2 servers. One of them is going to be the hostile, which if they res it, there's no good answer to this in our deck. Nanotech's not great. I guess trashing everything is our answer. We have a levy too, so like sometimes a hostile isn't that bad. I think they're considering resing a hostile. Daily Business Show. I feel like we want them to res that before we trash it, because they can only res one of these. I think this is the hostile, so that's actually a pretty dead click. If it's a Rashida, we'll feel good. I want them to res that really bad. That was kind of a shitty turn. We probably shouldn't have checked the second one. We were pretty sure we knew what it was. All right, what did we see in their hand? Tour guide, okay. Well, Aprecia would have been really good in this deck. So a lot of times, oh fuck me. A lot of times in this deck, what you want to do is you just want to build and win off of Hushiks. They have 2 hostiles, okay. Man, we're really not doing enough. They have 3 hostiles? They have 3 hostiles on the turn? How often do you find all 3? Not often. Alright, now they res a DBS, so I think they'll res 1 hostile, which is fine. This not only helps them draw ice, which they really want for HQ, or like their cricks for archives, which have to be in their deck. Oh man, I don't want to do this anymore. This is a Sundew? Not even. Might actually be, they'd have to res it if it's a daily quest. Oh, I forgot to play around Lat's ability. They're playing low hand size, so it's kind of hard. Okay, let's remember next time to not play in the modern meta without a pre-shot. I don't know, is that a spam thing? This is also probably the tour guide. We could run HQ, run here, but then we're throwing cards out, which seems pretty unfortunate. And we have to install so many 4-cost cards. I have no interest in playing this matchup. That's bad. I think a lot of it's I'm just like drained tonight. Okay. Let's figure this out. We could run this. They're gonna res a tour guide. Gotta put legwork and laugh for when they drop hand sets like that. That'd be pretty cool. I have no idea what their agenda suite is. I don't think we've seen a restricted card so far. And they're almost definitely on political dealings. Because they have teamwork. What's it called? Team sports. Team sponsorship. That's it. They also might be on Jeeves. Fuck it. Bet you it's CBG and Sundew. Oh, it's the 3rd Rashida. Okay. Or 2nd Rashida, excuse me. So, Humphrey the cat is actually back in my apartment for the week. Humphrey is around somewhere, probably taking a nap. If he wants to make a visit, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, Mamba Temple, how's it going, M-Dog? M-Doge? Maybe you're a Venetian king. I don't know if I want to do this. So no Proco, no Patchwork so far. We have like a 1 in 6 chance of drawing one of those. So far they haven't done anything too impactful. But their draw is now really good, so pressuring HQ when they have a DBS up is pretty bad, unless they start drawing. With the Rashida, there's a small chance. I feel like playing the Plongi is good, but they can always just purge a Plongi, which is an issue. We want to end up with 4 cards in hand, which is too late right now. We should have considered that. Oh, this hand is hot trash. This is our only SMC. Or, same old thing, excuse me. Oh, I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do here. So this is probably a tour guide. I don't know what's protecting. Watch out if there's poisonous plants around the cat. Yeah, they're totally out of reach, actually. There's no way that Humphrey will get to them. Ah, fuck me. This is our only Plongi, right? So in hand, it's actually pretty bad. We're gonna have MU issues too. Fuck it. There it is. All right, SMC is good. Same old thing, just don't lose the levy. We're probably, if we lose the levy, I don't know what we're gonna do. This would be good to close the game out, but it's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, looks like they're gonna score it. The 3-2. Yeah. So Rashida comes back. That's cool. So how quickly can we set up the Hushuks? The thing is that the Hushuks don't lock R&D anymore. They're resing Rashida. Yikers. So for 6 credits, we can get a lady out and start breaking for cheap. Okay. We need to install a lot of 4-cost cards. Not really doing anything. Really can't contest Rashida. So we basically need to contest Central soon. Or the remote. The remote's probably not that good. Like, these 3 cards are dead. There's a big chance that we could just, like, focus and get out of this. If they're fighting Rashida, they can't purge. This is risky. We can always overinstall this. If they purge and buys us a turn, it's probably worth it. Yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and draw a card. HQ interface, not really worth installing unless they play modded. They did just draw a bunch. Some of it was filtered with Daily Business Show. Making them spend money would be pretty good. So far, they have no econ cards on the table. New remote. Probably a Maryland. And they could easily run 4 2s. Fuck it, let's go. And 5 cards in hand is really good. Because we'll probably definitely fire. There's the Mamba Temple. That's a restricted card. So they can res for cheap. Oh, that's worst case. Okay. You honestly could let that fire. Nah, it's probably an issue. Oh, we have another Palangi. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, wow. It gives you the whole suite. That's cool. Hypothetical scenario: if you had to beat death in a game to stay alive, like in the 7th Seal, Bill of Ted 2, when Netrunner deck RP is a decent choice because the game would last a long time and then you'd be ready for death. I don't know if RP lasts that long. Oh, hey, we got an agenda. That's cool. So they can't res any of their shit, which is really good. So we could actually go and trash these. Their money is pretty bad right now. They have no econ cards. We can actually trash one of these. Yeah, we can only trash one of these. I feel like it might be worth it. Because their economy is floundering. They have no Marylands. None of these are econ cards. They could res one of them, but that's actually kind of really bad for them. So we're going to go for it. Yeah, that's fine. They go down to 0. I'll take a net damage to make them go down to 0. That's fine. This is not a really good card. So we could Proco twice. We can install a card as well, just to make sure we get a free card draw. The Proco plus Lad ability. These actually don't fire well together, because this forces us to draw. I guess if they don't have cards, we're winning anyways. We can always run R&D here, but I feel like just getting money is probably a bit better. Oh, that's really good. We can't trash this, but we can get a free run on R&D. For 0 cost, there's nothing they can res. Whatever, we'll go for it. How many folks are on this kind of RP deck? I see it so often. Really, Zach? I've never seen it. What does it do? Jeeves. Okay, so we expected that. So they're running 3 sponsorship, probably 3 Maryland. We just really want to go and trash that Mamba. I don't care. The fact that they rest 5 credits on this doesn't make sense. Political dealings, that makes a lot of sense. Proco Lad is probably better with a really cheap rig instead of expensive one. I feel you. I just don't like their expensive rig at all. So they're installing all these cards, which makes no sense. Like they have 2 credits. So this is probably a crick. So I think we just run R&D. I think we wow, there's 3 cards there. Whatever, we'll run R&D and then run these 2. I guess they can res one of them. One's a Jeeves. Oh, they can res an Ake? That's fine enough. Our money doesn't matter. Or it matters, excuse me. We lost the nanotech, lost the SMC, that's fine. Turtlebacks, okay. So we need to trash this for sure. Because they might use this credit to res something else, so it lets us know where other things are that we care to trash. The net damage here, fine. We actually need a clone chip because we lost our other thing. So, it could be a Rashida. They don't have money, so the only thing that could be is a Rashida. So we could check for Rashida. We're pretty sure one of them is, in fact, watch out for Breach Domes. Oh, that's interesting. This deck would run Breach Domes. Be careful, they're going to be running Burk Bugs. 2 cards is probably perfect. So, it's stupid though, because we could just Proco. So one of these is Jeeves. There's nothing else they can res. I feel like we don't need to put any more pressure on. And our Hushuks are so bad right now. CVS would be an issue. Whatever. I think they can have this. Pretty terrible cards there. Against net damage, I don't even think we want to play Patchwork. So no Rashida, gain 3. All right. So this is probably a crick, which we can break for 3 credits. I don't know if we want to install this. It will make us a good amount of money. Luckily, their economy just kind of cracked up. This deck is weak to Apocalypse if it goes off, so domes and infrastructure mitigate that. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I assume if they have 3 hostiles in their deck, though, Apocalypse shouldn't really be an issue. So if we want to play this, we need to get value from it from the same turn, which I feel like it's going to be difficult for us to do. It helps us control our hand size, though, which is sweet. So like we could play those to double install the clone chip, just to get a card draw. That's 4 credits. We go down to 2 credits. Feels pretty bad. I'd rather just like be able to gamble. This card's crap, but we need him to Hushuk. We need more modded in this deck. Hushuk seems really bad. We're so far away from being set up. We lost a lot of forecasters. We have a levy though. We just keep our money up. So Flip Switch has been pretty good versus IP. Yeah, I could see that. Flip Switch is also just like kind of a nuts card. They also could have an agenda on the table. Doesn't seem very convincing though. Oh, it's a Jeeves, so they can click for 3. Okay, so that is the Jeeves. Now they have 5 credits. That's relevant. With Daily Business Show, it's very easy for them to find an agenda and then install on the table. 4 cards in hand. All right. We'll do it now. They're on 4 2s. This card's actually really impactful. It's probably the worst card in our hand though, because we lost. We have to hold this. If we lose this to damage, we're not gonna be able to levy, which is really scary because they obviously have 3 hostiles. Second Daily Business Show, that's fine. We now have to win off of R&D. Running HQ seems pretty pointless. Luckily, there's a Nazi there. Genders are all 2 pointers. Oh yeah, they have 3 breakthrough, 3 CST, 1 filler. Okay, fuck. So that actually helps a fair bit. I thought they'd also be on 4 2s as well, because with Jeeves, 4 2s are not that hard. But like their next couple turns are gonna be 3 credits, so like we can actually just get through this. We can pay a 1 lady counter 1 credit. There's the turtlebacks, and then they're gonna do double install. Oh, triple install, mind you, excuse me, because of Jeeves. And sorry, we have to zoom the fuck out. I think we actually want to check these. I'll definitely check these. Trashing this also is probably relevant. If we lose our levy though, we're fucked. So we can actually pay a credit to draw 2 cards. I think we're gonna need the money to trash things. That's fine. So we're gonna check all of these. One of these easily could be a 4-2 or a 3-2 agenda. They kind of want us to get the 4-2, the medical breakthrough. All right, what? They can't res another one. Oh wow. Okay, cool. So we know we want to run that. So this is a trashable. It's a Rashida, which fuck me. It's 2 damage. Is that worth it? Yes, it's worth it. Kept their levy. Feels good. Yeah, there you go. That makes so much sense. So now in theory we could win. We haven't used our patchwork just yet. We lost the Plongi. Have 1 more clone chip in the deck. We're not going to end with 1 card in hand. What was this? Do we know what 13 is? Yeah, we didn't lose the levy. Yeah, sorry. That's really good. So they have no money now. They can triple install. But they only have 1 card in hand, so they're going to click for 3, install 1. Luckily, our economy is okay. Beth seems pretty bad in this matchup. We might just throw her out. In terms of forecasters, holy shit, for Hushuk, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we have? We have 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. Okay, so we can Hushuk 2 cards. Fucking value. I feel like we might actually just want to levy. They score 4-2, Rashida comes back. I think we might want to levy, because if we can actually probably just build up a Hushuk and win faster than they can, because their economy is pretty bad. We just can't lose this. So let's get something to mod it down. Well, we didn't find it. We'll install her for free. I'll mod it down. Oh, that's our last click? Oops. This will probably fire this turn. So we're definitely going to levy. Keeps coming back from packing and everything is different each time. Yeah, we're a bit zoomed out. It looks like they're going to score from hand. Oh, they just res that? Oh, I guess it's a free res. So we definitely don't want sponsorship to fire. We're going to definitely want another Palangi down. Because this thing, if it hits our levy, it's really bad. We lost our Gordian, I think. Oh no, Gordian's still in the deck. Alright, Jeeves, gain 4. Thank you for the Beth money. So we're going to try and win off of Palangi. That's really important. So this is probably the one that lets them, what's it called? Also, mind you, we want a Maryland to fire because there's agendas on the bottom of their deck. Actually, interestingly enough, this shuffles, so this is a really good counter to Daily Business Show. I'm going to keep cards in hand. We're going to trash that so we can clone ship it back. 2, 3, 4. So we can see 3 cards. Yeah, there you go, political dealings. So they can install a card and jam it. It's a medical breakthrough, so double team sponsorship is going to fire. And I don't know if they're on the current. They could be because they can install, pay 3, then with the play the current with Jeeves, click. That's fine. So they get a double install, so 2 Rashidas are going to coming back. That's obviously the worst case here. So I think we're just going to jam for 4 and try and close the game off cheesily with the Hushuks. Ideally, we want the... There's Mumbo 2 Mumbo Temples. Okay, whatever. So this is a win condition. We probably want to trash it, but I feel like we have to levy first. So let's get our Gordian down. SMC or Gordian are both good draws. We have 1 SMC, 1 Gordian in 10, so half 1 in 5 chance. Oh yeah, we have that. I don't think that's necessary. Oh, that's terrible. So probably gonna score another agenda this turn. Not going fast enough. Modded second lady. How's it going, Chris? So they're resing their 3rd hostile. That's fine. We're not going to trash anything. All right, corporate sales team. Yeah, so I think we're going to lose now. We basically have to Hushuk and win off of this one. It's really unfortunate we haven't drawn. We have a 3 and 7. I think it's 1 SMC, 1 Gordian. I always just put down the clone chip and get through this thing. What's also a chance that we like try and hit? Oh, what do they install? Rashida. Okay, so they're definitely gonna have money. So we have to win this turn. Why not clone chip the Gordian? Gordian, we didn't trash it. Oh, we can clone chip SMC. Oh, that's probably good. I think we have to Hushuk this turn. So I think we do Hushuk, clone chip, Hushuk, levy, Hushuk, and that wins. Yeah. We actually should have modded this. The first time I've ever seen this RP deck win a game. Oh, well, rough. Gordian. I'll pay 1 to break to draw. Because we could draw the last Hushuk, right? Yeah, we could draw the last Hushuk. It's worth a credit. Oh, we didn't. This happens back when you take away all the corp win cons because they feel unfair. Yeah. This has to hit. Yep. Okay, so we can basically levy Hushuk and we could win. Okay, small chance we win here. This shuffles their deck too, which disrupts the DBS. There's actually a pretty good chance that we win. This is the way that I think should be a hard limiter on mode, so. I don't think this matters. There's no two. Oh, Fetal. Yeah, we should have kept a credit for Fetal. Ah, fuck. Well, we got close. Oh, they're gonna win now. We had a really good chance there. The clone ship's obviously not good. Oh, wait, this deck has Clot? Wait, have we had a Clot the whole time? Wait, we have a fucking Clot in this deck. How did we fuck that up? Corey, how's it going? Oh, we had a Clot. That should have been so easy. We should have just installed the... Yeah, we lose. We should have just fucking installed the Clot. We also could have trashed political dealings there last click. That was another totally fair option. Using we off like... Yeah, it feels really dumb. We definitely could have had this. I forgot we had a Clot in the deck. If we have a Clot, I don't think they can do much. That feels real bad. What? Oh, they don't have it? Huh? What? Okay. Oh, I did not mean to hit Proco. Fuck me. That's fine, we'll fix this. Oh, this actually could be an agenda. Yeah, okay, this is really messy. What did I just... Oh my god. Is it gonna let me keep on doing this? So that turn we did a couple clicks that we weren't meant to do. What the fuck did we do? To trash Sure Gamble to play Lady? I did that backwards. Yeah, this is an agenda. This is such a mess. A 4-2 with Jeeves? It could be. They're playing around Claude if this is the agenda, and I think they are. The fact that we pro-code was wrong. Like, we weren't meant to click pro-code. It gave us no value. Oh, actually, this... Oh, no, because there's no way for them to draw on our turn. Rez is Rashida where? Is it off the grid? Oh, it's a DB. This is fine. Okay, no, this installs on our turn, on their turn, so we can clot them. No, we're fine. Yeah, we could still win this. Yeah, political dealings is pretty good. If you can draw on the corpse turn with cards like there's a yellow card to draw 3, you can actually get around clot because you install on the runner's turn, and then clot doesn't work because clot only works on a card installed on the same turn. So it looks like it's behind a tour guide. All right, so fuck it. We're gonna try and Palangi this. So that tour guide will have some subroutines. We have 5 clicks. Okay, let's not fuck this up. Lily Lockwell, yeah, right? Isn't that cool? All right, so we definitely want an Anansi. We probably have enough money, but we want an Anansi. We actually don't need it. We can install a Palangi. Yeah, we can install a Palangi so we can get through 1 sentry. The chance of there being 2 sentries in a row, if there's a tour guide here, it's kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It'll be 17 credits, which is a lot of credits. And there's no more lamb to deal with tour guide. So, yeah, right? I don't think Hushik's going to get there because I think we're going to get stoned by the tour guide. Which they res for free. So we need like a gamble here. Oh, we just drew a clot. That's worst case. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we only see 4 cards. We have no way to generate economy. Is it Diesel worse than Proco? It actually might be. Because we saw 2 extra cards. Maybe not. Our MU is fucking full. I think we do Proco. No, I think we do Proco, install Palangi, run. Because Anansi doesn't end the run. It lets them rearrange though, but it's, yeah, I guess they could draw it. Gotta slot Shrike, yeah, right? Or Fairy, probably Shrike. Okay. That doesn't matter. Okay, so we probably need to trash this to install the Palangi and then we just run. And now we don't have a clot threat. I can't even read what it says up there. Click Patchwork before playing and installing a card. Okay. So I want to play this. And we'll throw out Misdirection. Alright, so we can't even get through a single tour guide. This is a good start. So we still can't get through a single tour guide. We don't have another click. If this is a tour guide, we're fucked. Yeah, that's game. Deus Ex good here? Oh yeah, Deus Ex would do really well. With Palangi Deus Ex, that gets through tour guide. Alright, well, this is a 4-2. Feels bad. That was really clumsy. You can click for 5 with Laundry and Patchwork. It's probably not enough. Even Palladi Bulks? Yeah. Anyways. Without Employee Strike, man, this fucking shit. And we know there's a tour guide here. Oh man, I'm super worried assets are back. I feel like everything that they did with the most wanted list really supports it. I miss Métis. Me too. I thought Métis was fun. Maybe you should have let Anansi hit. The problem is if Anansi hits, they can rearrange the top 5 cards of their deck and draw one. So if there's one agenda, there has to be 2 agendas in the top 4 cards. Oh, actually not even. Okay, so they're gonna look at the top 5. We were only gonna see 4 cards. So there needs to be 2 agendas. We'll see the top 4, so they draw one. And then there needs to be 2 agendas in the top 5. And we only spent 2 credits breaking this, and that wasn't enough to get through this. Now we could have made this a barrier. I just don't think there's any way. 3 direct access then, I guess. That doesn't even help with this matchup that much. It's like running this remote, it's tour guide, a single tour guide. The best thing that we probably could have done is like put some Parishas in our deck and started trashing their stuff because they went down to 0 credits. If we had a Parisha every turn we could run, we could trash things. But like this deck has no, I think, defense against assets whatsoever. And I feel like everyone and their dog is going to be playing assets. Yeah, this thing you can't really let fire when you're multicasting the top because they can draw one. The 4 net damage obviously didn't matter because they're going to win, but like it costs us 2 credits to break this. Get that wizard value. That's actually a really big thing. Like I want to play Freedom now because Freedom seems like the best asset strategy. I've seen lots of Gargarian, CTM, etc. Yeah, Chris, I'm worried about that. But like, yeah, Freedom does really well against these sort of decks because like we can trash all this stuff for free. And I've had worse, so this isn't even that bad. Anyways, all right. I think actually we made a pretty bad deck. Like you saw that, again, assets are different. If we only had to deal with ice, this is like way different. But kind of hard for us. I hope IG doesn't make a comeback. IG should make a comeback. Like the only weakness to IG right now, is like direct access, which is not that great, I don't think. And Freedom Kamalo, who's really good because Freedom once a turn doesn't care about IG's ability. But like Hacktivist, excuse me, isn't that bad against IG, largely makes them stronger in some ways. Yo, Vincent, how's it going, man? If you pre-dem, you have to sing the George Michael tune the whole time. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, I feel like this deck, we made it a lot worse. It's like super clumsy. This matchup, they obviously were just like mashing, like installing so many things from hand. So like Lat gets really bad against asset spam. Like it's really bad against asset spam. But like if we had an answer to Tour Guide, which is something we could put in the deck, we could do like Deus Ex plus Palangi, which is pretty cool. It's still a lot of card slots. We could get through like a Tour Guide, and we just needed one more axis. Even if we kept the current, if we drew the current later, like we would have done current run and we had a chance of winning. So like 6 points, I don't feel that bad. I put 3 Cerebral Static in my IG deck just because of freedom. Super rude. By any means is good against IG. I don't know about that because if they have a hostile infrastructure res, you're kind of fucked. You're kind of really fucked. I should just take these lies and make them true. I don't know the George Michael song, unfortunately. I'm assuming it's from that. Claw chest and the dealings at least. Yeah, and we should have done that. Like we fucked up so bad. Admittedly, like that matchup probably we were honestly favored in because we had a clot the whole time and we had access to it and we didn't install the clone chip for some reason. And then they jam behind a Tour Guide, but at least like that's slower and it buys us at least 2 turns. And then they probably purge the clot. If you're playing BAM, you're on self-damage. What do you care about one or more net? Yeah, self-damage is like obviously better against, we played a self-damage deck I think last week against an IG and it was okay. But like don't think self-damage is good enough against assets. Because like when you play Fisk against an asset deck, not good. You don't want to Fisk an asset deck. Especially when they have daily business shows up, Fisk is terrible. Like if we Fisk that deck, we would have lost really quickly. You Fisk, they install behind a Tour Guide. Hijacked Router meta? I don't know. That card's pretty sweet. That's actually a really cool Anarch option. And some like, I think there's like top tier Europe, UK Nationals decks that were running that in like, you know, the good Val stuff. 12th of Eurigio Store Champs. Come on. That's fucking rad. Crowder, Endless Hunger. Endless Hunger 3 times. How? 41 players. This came 12th? What? And no restricted card. IMO resources based runners are more viable now because Easter egg. Win 3-4. Yeah, I can't tell. Win 3-4 is obviously not great. Argus timed win. 1 win, 1 loss. So that's 2-1. Just scored and win. I can't tell. Do you want to go runner or corp? I got a hilarious corp. I want to play corp. Corey says I think Fisk is a trap. I'm not convinced. I think Fisk is necessary for that archetype. You need to force them the destruction. Because if they don't draw poorly, they can just score out of hand, and you don't put any pressure on them. Because that like self-damage deck doesn't exert pressure. This is really interesting. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but this is cool. No Apocalypse, mind you, too. I've been playing for a couple of weeks. It's great. I'm really excited to play some. Without Employee Strike, a lot of corps got better, but like, man, I feel like I could just spam assets. Okay, if you're just tuning in, my name is Andre. How's it going? If you're new to Netrunner, maybe you're new to this channel, I highly recommend maybe making an account somewhere in Twitch or YouTube or wherever you're watching this. Maybe say hi, ask some questions. We try and explain what we do. The last game was a bit messy, but we'll figure it out. Side control, first place Edmonton deck list. Thank you, Jinteki. What's good? Timmy, how's it going? It's been all right. I'm feeling pretty under the weather. Cool. All right. Cold side server, efficiency committee. So this is HB. No Jinja. This deck is currently 10-0 online. I think we played this. Meridian. No. Why? We building corp. Yo, Wizard, how's it going too? Welcome. Sadly, Apocalypse is kind of clunky in Apex. Yeah. I think Apocalypse is way better out of faction. Especially because they don't expect it. It's solidly meh. Yeah, I don't love Meridian as a card. What does this deck do? It's 10-0 online, okay. Cold side servers, border control. I feel like decks like this also probably want to slot Mason Bellamy. I honestly haven't played a fully operational list. It seems really strong. I feel like Jinja probably doesn't make sense. This is probably just like straight up jammy. Very few end to run cards. Like incredibly few end to run cards. Fully operational NASA combo. Yeah, there's an interesting combo here. Be careful not to use all your ice on remotes and protect your centrals with enough tax before, especially on turns where you cold sight. The runner is probably hammering centrals. So very few of our ice end the run. Architect doesn't, Slot Machine doesn't, Fairchild 3 technically doesn't, Meridian doesn't, IP Block doesn't, Border Control does. So in a deck that seems a bit jammy, that kind of worries me. We have the, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yo, Jogging, how's up? How's it going? Hey peeps, I got 3 hedge funds. This seems like really vanilla, but also probably not the easiest thing to play. What's with this, Tataki? Why this deck? Surprised to see IP Block over Eli? Yeah, me too. But there's no AI hate. You need it, right? What corp are you on for the new most wanted list? Are you asking Jogging or I? Because I don't know yet. I'm imagining Asset CTM seems pretty good. I want to play Acme. Fuck it, we'll try it. We'll try this. This looks really weird though. CTM right now. Yeah, seems about right. I'm really worried about that. I don't like when assets are good. I don't think anyone does. New Corp Tech. I don't. It's also been such a long time before I've played asset. And sure, some of this ice is more end to run when it comes to cards like Fairchild 3, which becomes an end to run when you cold sight once. Money up in the middle of fully operational. You rush early because typically they're not contesting Jeeves or Nassix. We'll see how this goes. Are people slotting Paul up? Scored the last couple of agendas with cold sight. We shall see this weekend. Yeah, is the tournament this weekend playing with new most wanted list? I feel like it's not. Yeah, there's no Jinjas in this one. No Jinjas. And fully operational, we need to spend ice on weird remotes. So the Nassix combo, you can fire this recursively. Whenever you gain credits through a card ability other than Nassix, you may spend up to 2 credits. So that fires every time that fully operational fires. So you can get a lot of free money. I think Nisei said the new most wanted list is active May 10th. So it's going to be halfway. That's like basically right before the finals. We're having a GNK here in Montreal. If you're around, come down to the Randolph pub in the Latin Quarter on Monday evening. It's a game night kit. It's totally free. Because we had enough people show up for the store championship, we paid the cost plus more. We're playing with the new most wanted list. Try to score efficiency. Yeah. Jogging, are you playing the JNet event? Seems like you are. 17 games tonight too. That's actually a pretty good number. And we got people grinding in the competitive lobby tournament going over there. And Rodino for fun. So if I'm not mistaken, deck lists. The world's winning deck list is now totally legal, right? Nothing changed. Worlds. What's the world's winning deck list called? What's Joe Shup's name? Online? I don't remember what Shup's name is. Paranoid? Thank you. It's right there. Did I just miss it? Oh, yeah. Thanks. So, if I'm not mistaken, this deck is totally legal again. Like, you can just play this. The best... And the meta has technically changed because of what's it called just came out? The new ones. The new cards. It wasn't... Crowdfunding wasn't at Worlds. Yeah, but I don't know how much it matters. I think he would change his deck too. Like, this is the deck that jams behind the Data Raven. Oh wait, no, that's the other one. That was the UK ones. So the UK one, their lists were slightly different. They had more like of a remote play. And I think those might even be better now because getting a daily quest behind a Data Raven seems really strong. I think Sea Sword's also a big deal. I think modernly you could play instead of hard-hitting news against Shapers, especially if you see a lot of them. Play Sea Source into closed accounts. Play Sea Source into All-Seeing Eye. Like, that shit seems gross right now. G&K on Monday is new most wanted list. Yes, it is. I'm gonna mulligan this. Kind of want ice. That's a good hand. Ah, fuck me, Jinteki. We need to say that faster. So Asa, install a card each turn. Hey, evening. Best of luck. Have fun. All right, so probably not the best against assets, the Shaper. So we want to get the Rashida off, and we can install 3 things. The first time we install a card each turn, we install additional non-agenda card from HQ protecting that server. So we're going to install Rashida. Install that for free. New remote. New remote. Let's go. Yeah, this is a good hand. The weekend is 3.2 new most wanted. Oh, fuck off. Holy shit, that's hype. I'm really excited. Okay, well, they might be good at trashing things. I'm not convinced. I feel like Aeneas Informant helps you more. Ooh, slow deck. I do like slow deck. So we can actually res everything. Do we want to put money on the Nasex? I feel like we don't need to just yet. But we're going to make some bank. Oh, God, that's a bad Rashida. At least we can score this off. So this will put 2 agendas in our hand if we play the Maryland. I feel like we don't. And if we have these 2, we can score it together. Yeah, that's a really bad Rashida. Oh my god. So you can't play 0 cost Hushuks. Not like there is that much. Oh, we can lose real fast here. Ikawa. We're gonna spend the 2, gonna spend the click, no doubt. There you go. Right, Rashida, after Rashida fires, run HQ, my friends. It's the right play. And we're going to feel comfortable after getting that. Oh, just kidding. We're going to go down to 5 points. Ah, lucky. So cold side server can protect the second one. This might be okay. You playing this weekend? Sunday. All right. Hey, Joggin' Rob. I'm going to be able to commentate that. Rep MTA. Hello, spam. Yeah, fuck me. Maryland campaign. Maybe they don't install programs. Maybe all they need is like crowdfunding and trashing assets. So data folding is really good now. Sure gamble. No double install last turn. Maybe this turn they'll find it. They did draw a bit at the end of last. And with cold side server, we can actually protect our next efficiency committee and chain them. Do we want to go for a perfect? Do we chain these? Because we can. We can install, get a click back, use all of these. Do we chain them? Centrals are falling apart. So we can do install, put this on the remote, res, power. Tempo's fine. Must have been seeing Gagarin spam. They're gonna run 3 times. Gagarin spam. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I feel like we're gonna try and do it. So we can go server 1. We don't need to advance this one because we have the Jeeves. No HQ though. Always a risk. Oh, no. Maybe don't do that. I need a fast. I'm gonna macro undo click. So we can now res this. Hit this. Place 1 power counter. Place 1 power counter. Place 1 power counter. Place 1 power counter. Good luck, my friend. Oh my. What are you doing? Oh, we figured it out. Let me zoom in actually. Make the space bar. Did we overdo it? No, we could have done with 1 counter here largely. We didn't have to go too far. So then they should contest the Jeeves largely. Wait, does Jeeves fire twice in a turn? No, it's the first time. Net chip, okay. Something weird is going on. This might be Hushik 1-costers. And they might be able to like install a bunch of these. Maybe they Bazaar or something wild. Yeah, Hushik is Jeeves is once the first time a turn. They should contest it, but they're dirtling. They are heavily dirtling with this because we're going to be largely on game point. Oh, they're just hosting them to get them out of the MU. Okay, this is way too slow though. Maryland's going to shuffle. Yeah, I'm fine with Maryland shuffling. And we need to fire like a Rashid or something to mass draw. But like this, basically we can just jam a 5-3 and win. Surprised they're not disrupting your economy. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh wow, cold side server is a trigger. Oh, that's really good, the Rashida. We can't get it to fire though. Like we're probably gonna lose it, which is unfortunate. It's like the perfect draw. If we had a team sponsorship here, it'd be good. Technically on game point, gaining 3 credits a turn. Throw those credits on your Nassix, then trash the Nassix. I don't know if we need the burst, but you're right, that's not terrible. We could have got all that money off of here onto here, and then burst trash it, but it would be a click and then we can't score. So maybe not. SMC coming down. I don't know if they're contesting the Rashida. They probably want a triple run, but I think they're setting up faster. And it looks like their deck is a bit dirtily if they have Rezekis and net chips. What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. I think they're setting up for a Hushuk. Single access, not getting the 1 card in HQ, which would have been really good for them. They can't also steal a Kawa this last click. They only have 1 in the deck. But running last click is a bit rough. Ooh, a really slow deck. Border control on the remote. I think we're gonna put that on R&D just so that we can control when they access, so that we can Hushuk them. I feel like this has more value on the remote server. Now we could draw here. There's almost no way we could do triple Jeeves. We could click the 3 kettles and get 1 install. So I'll draw 1. It's a bit risky. It's not what we wanted. We could chain this out though. I feel like we might want to install this. So we can install this. Hit this. Then they want to trash the Jeeves. Yeah, I think we're going to just jam it. We could put the border control on it. It's kind of expensive. If we put the border control on it, we don't actually need to cold sight all the way. Oh, we probably do. Nah, that's fine. They'll protect the Rashida. Cold sight's pretty cool. Oh, we have 1 click left? Oh. Okay. We actually might want to advance it once, because I feel like they should be contesting the Jeeves. Lamb coming down, restricted card. They don't actually have the MU for this. Trashing Rezeki. Ready to contest something. I don't know why they installed this though. I guess they're trashing the Jeeves. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. IP block, they can trace. So we probably wanted to advance this once instead of getting the Rashida down. At least we can advance this one, hit this twice, and it's pretty annoying. We also can put the border control on somewhere. Lamb and crowd event. Oh yeah, I guess they're just not playing the new most wanted list. Because yeah, Lamb is now restricted. We are, for what it's worth. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we have no restricted cards in our deck. Huh. Is Akawa worse than food? I think food is better than Akawa. I guess this has a combination with the cold sight. Anyways, okay, so normally this shouldn't happen. This is not a good breaker in the matchup though, so whatever. I think they're going for the triple run turn. Technically MWL 3.2. Yeah, I assume. It's definitely not now, but I was assuming most people are playing it. They're running here last click too, which is also kind of bad because they can't steal Akawa. It's minor gains, but it's a legitimate thing. So 2 crowdfundings are coming down. So these are 2 restricted cards in the future. Okay. I don't think we need to pop our Nassix. So we can double advance this. So they're going to start their turn with 4 credits. Actually, this doesn't fire anymore because they're using up all their MUs. They're going to start their turn with 3 credits. We could do advance, 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 or power, power, advance, which means they need to spend 2 credits and 2 clicks to run the server. We put another IP block on it. I think it's actually going to keep them out. Oh, but then we could just do the border control. Yeah, we could do the border control in server 1. We also have this remote, which is really useful. Thinking, okay. So we do advance here, so it takes 2 clicks and 2 credits. So they have 1 credit to contest the remote, and they can't do a third. So if they make 2 clicks, it's very unlikely they can get through this. I think we want the second IP block on it, though, for sure. So I think we'll just do that. For what it's worth, the slot machine, actually the slot machine does enough on its own, because this will rob them 3 credits, so they need at least 6 for this remote. So it's probably not even necessary. We don't have Jeeves anymore. We could just ice up R&D. This on the remote seems really good, because for our last agenda, we can just kind of jam it. So we can do advance, advance, advance. That's probably fine, but it also is overkill. They're going to need 3 credits to run this remote. If they have stim hack, we're going to get fucked. That's the only problem. We could lose this remote, arguably. Whatever, let's just not lose to Hushuk, which... Their deck doesn't look like it's Hushuking. We'll just put this on R&D. Whatever. No thanks. Don't do the IP block on the remote. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, I think putting something on R&D is going to be good enough. They need 7 to contest nothing. So they're at 4. Oh, they just spec worked the Rizeki. Wow, that's a burst of credits. So this is the last click they can run. This is going to cost them 3. This is going to cost them 3. So they actually can do it, but it looks like they're going to go slow. We're in game point and they're installing a data folding. That can't possibly be correct. We'll shuffle the Maryland. They did now turn these on though, but we're on game point. Any card we jam in here, we can jam a 3-2, hit this twice. We want to put the border control on this on R&D, and then just jam whenever we draw. We also jam behind the IP block. Like, we jam 2 cards a turn. But they're installing all these slow drip cards, which in this sort of matchup is not something I think you want to do. If we don't draw an agenda in a while, though, we're probably in a bad spot, because they can maybe drop R&D interfaces and lock us. This card's interesting. Throwing out a misdirection. Rashida draw is really sweet. So we'll put this on server 1. We'll do these together. We'll put this on R&D and click for a credit, I guess. We can also draw once, which is probably better than a credit. Yeah, because there's a chance that we drew that. So we could jam this in the remote, jam this in the other remote. They have to get one of them, which is fine. And we can put the border control on at the same time. Seems pretty good. We can also hit this once. And the cool thing about cold side server is that it works multiplicatively with border control, because they have to make 2 runs on this remote. I feel like that's probably better than a Rashida, because they have to get through this twice, which is be 2 clicks and 2 credits. They're going to start their turn with 12. So that's kind of scary. Do we hit this? They're going to start the turn with 12 and 2 more cards. 12 and 7. I feel like we can just put this in server 4. I don't know. That's hard. We might want to hit that. Click CSS? Ah, beans. Nitagi says click this. Yeah, we might have wanted to do that. A 13 credits? Oh, and Deuce as well. They're really digging for something here, but with 1 breaker, I don't even know if they're going to contest this. It looks like they're just like dirtling up again. This looks like a Hushuk though, so like having this on here would be pretty good, but at least the Hushuk could probably only do it once a turn. Maybe if they Hushuk twice, we lose. But at least, oh, we win. So not hitting this means that they didn't run it. Oh, maybe we don't. Because you can go down to 2 credits. Yeah, 2 credits is fine, because we're going to get the credit off of this. So they can't steal a Kawa, so we can't lose on R&D to an Akawa or to a Hushuk. Not like it would have been game point. All right, this is fine. We can just let this happen. There's no way we lose here. Fuck it, we'll res it. Doesn't matter though, we have the game here. So the Tracer is actually interesting because we have more money than them, so they might actually want to break this with Lamb, which is hilariously 5 credits. Which is crazy for a 2 credit ice. Because we could trace them out. So we only need to keep 2 credits. Actually, with Rashida, we can go down to no credits. So fuck it. Because we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, they got a tag. All right, well, that's it. We do need a Res Rashida. We also get credit from this. Oh, the Hushuk? I don't even think it would land. Good game. Yeah, they went too slow, right? Cruise control for cool. Thanks for the game. So when you see this sort of matchup, like we're Asa, we didn't get to play our cool fully operational card, but like when you see an Asa deck that's like jamming efficiency committees behind a cold site server and not icing R&D, like it seems like a really fast matchup. So I would be tempted not to install all of this stuff, and let alone the drip economy. Obviously it looks like this is what they're doing for Hushuks, which is a bit unfortunate, right? Because this is so many cards to install to get a Hushuk to go off, and these cards really don't help your tempo. I like the overspending on the trades just to prove a point. Yeah, right? They should have broke this for 5 for what it's worth. I think the only thing typically you can get away with is maybe only 2 clicks on CSS. It's rare, folks, where run cost 3. Yeah, and like with 2 advancements with cold site server, if you have a border control, it's absolutely crazy. And I don't think like this deck needs it, but Mason Bellamy with a border control with a CSS is also disgusting. Because they break the subroutine, they lose a click, and then the border control means they can't run it. Like Mason Bellamy also works really well with cold site server. It's near unrunnable. It's only 1 or 2 clicks. I think with 1 click, with a border control and a Mason Bellamy, if there's 2 ice on the server, one of them being a border control, I think with 1 cold site server, it's unrunnable. Because they run, so they spend a click to run, they spend because of cold site server, Mason Bellamy hits them again, they can't run again. It's pretty cool. That's actually really interesting. I've been doing the same thing out of Mirror Morph. Yeah, Mirror Morph actually, like, we didn't fire Asa that much. I don't know if we would have fired Mirror Morph more. I don't know. I honestly don't know if we would have fired Mirror Morph more in that matchup. It probably would have been close. But like you can do some cool things with cold site server and Mirror Morph. Ooh. Oh, Meridian. I don't like that. I feel like we want to jam. Generally, she's good at dealing with ice, or they're good at dealing with ice, but they're not so good with assets. Spooned is an issue, so we gotta watch what's out on the outside. Mirror Morph is rough with Jeeves. Oh yeah, totally. And Jeeves was really good in that matchup. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, that's fine. We can get this on the remote. We can get this on R&D. And a Colgate on the outside seems pretty fine too. Resing the border control turn 1 is pretty shitty. I don't know if they'll contest. The IP block is technically a bit better. Wow, 3 border controls. That seems really good for us. I'd rather res this than the border control turn 1. That's a really good, that's a good hand. Jesus, that hand. Beer back's gonna pack another box. Hey, yeah, good luck with the movement thing, huh? All right, they got good opening money. Oh, Lamb's coming down. Don't know if that's restricted. Again, IP block deals. Ooh, they're going straight for the Maker's Eye. So they're playing Lamb. The first thing they deal with is a code gate. This Maker's Eye will go through. Technically die to snare. That's not gonna matter, but they can't break this. So this is gonna, oh yeah, they can't. So this is gonna fire. So let's roll them bones. Program resource. So that's huge for us. That's a 6 credit swing. So they're gonna lose 3. We're gonna gain 3, and they're gonna see 3 cards off the top, which is definitely pretty good. Is that every ETR in your whole deck? Is that a new jar? That's every ETR. No, that's the old jar. That's a good thing about jars, is they last forever. Also can steal a Kawa, not the clicks and credits, going down to 0. This is pretty good for us. Did steal the FCOM. They probably don't feel too bad, but starting from 0 is really hard for them to do anything. That was a really gutsy play. So we'll res the Maryland, get that ticking down. Oh, that's good off the top. This on its own, they know the next card, so now we broke R&D lock. Putting this on top of R&D is pretty good. We generally want to Kogate on the outside, but I feel like we might want to just be a bit rushy now. Like, they could actually run through the slot machine. We've seen 2 resources so far. I didn't pay attention to what was on top of their deck. SMC. The other cast Psych Mike. So they have R&D multi-axis. We've already seen some of it. I feel like we could go pretty fast here. So the SMC is a pretty bad draw. The Daily Cast is a bad draw. Psych Mike is a terrible draw. At least we get some money through this. Same Moonshine Jar it's always been. I think we'll just... Putting this on R&D is actually really good. We don't need to be greedy for the remote. If they spoon this, it's really bad, but then you just pop it immediately. Oh, I forgot we could do that. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like this is unnecessary. We don't need to spend the money. Running without 7 credits to fuel land, might as well install it. Yeah, at that point, it's like they can get through what? Nothing. Vanilla. Accessing with 0 credits also not good. They can't trash anything. If we had an agenda, we would have jammed it if they're on 0. I don't know why they're going for singles here. They should definitely get some money. Because there's very little they can do. And once we top deck this card that they don't know, it's going to go in this remote server. Because we can double install. Install additional non-agenda cards. So we install the agenda first. They saw a border control and IP block. And again, they're on 0 credits. Top card's the SMC, which is useless. Next is a DBS and it's a psych mic. So not going to be that great for them. This border control only costs us 2. This does nothing. It puts the SMC down. Honestly, the SMC is a pretty bad card. So I'm actually going to go gain 2 credits and end the run here. There aren't any crowdfundings yet, right? Yeah, so that was actually worth the res. So I'm going to install this. IP block on its own is pretty good. Double IP block might actually be better than the border control. Just because we can't afford it. I'm sure we'll shuffle. Yeah, we really can't afford that. Oh, actually, that IP block, if they face check it, it gives us money, which is pretty good. So we also double advance this. We only need 6 for the server. Besides shenanigans. I like a double advance because then we can jam after that. If we can afford to jam. Yeah, we will if they don't run. So like we can even give them a tag. We don't need res the border control. If they run this, we can just res the IP block and trace them. But their next 3 cards are garbage. They can't even piece in our time because they're on 0. Like being on 1 is a huge difference. 2, they could day job, which is still pretty good for us. Humphrey hasn't shown up yet. I don't know. Should I get the cat? I always feel rude moving the cat. All right, they're clicking up for 2. IP block's still looking pretty cute. For 2 credits, they can get through a border control. But they need 5 to break an IP block if we can't boost the trace. Maybe he's just shy. I think he's upset. So they drew the SMC because his mother is not here. And it's the first time he's been alone without her for a while. Humphrey, where are you? All right, they're running here. That's interesting. So we know the top 2 cards are resources. One of them is going to get shuffled. So they're just going to go for singles. Again, a Kawa project is safe. Let's roll them bones. Resource event. Really good for us. Psych Mike into Laundry into Modded. So Psych Mike is not good. Laundry is a good card for them. So we're just going to gain 3. But if we had the triple, like if we hit resource, so we know it's Psych Mike, Dirty Laundry, Modded. Those are 2 better cards. Unseen card, no good for them. So we could score that. I feel like we definitely want to get this going. They have a Dirty Laundry coming up, but they need to click for 2. I don't know if they're going to cheese off the top of this deck and just win. I feel like we don't even need to get the double install. We want this going for sure. Do we need the double install? I feel like we'd rather have this on the remote. I don't want to pay 2 this turn. Cat would move you if it could. Don't feel bad. Ah, god damn it. Okay, 1 sec. All right, segment coming down. Hold on. Meow. Let us res this, and we are off to some race. Order doesn't really matter here. Architect's really good. It's on the outside, can't be spooned. Feels good, but if we draw an agenda, we'll definitely jam it. Meridian. It's honestly not bad. Nasex in the remote means we can install on top of it, which is actually pretty good for us because it makes our other card really good. And I think honestly they might tank through this to give them a credit and an axis. Whatever, we'll do this. And we'll install on top of it. I'd rather have the Meridian fire. There's a chance they'll let it fire. This is honestly a pretty good piece of ice. That dog looks weird. Can we jam the Maryland and New Route with the IP block? We probably should have, honestly. You're right. Because they weren't going to run this. I think you're right. That's probably the better play. Humphrey dance if you chance to do the Humphrey hump. Dang, Iron Jesus bless you with all the ice. Yeah, we've got a lot of it. All right, so they drew a mod. They just drew a daily cat. Sorry, a dirty laundry. And they might have drawn. There we go. Yeah, they're just. Wait, they can't break this. What are they doing? They literally can't break this. Oh, no worries. Hey, Shazner, how's it going? Not too much. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Got a bit better. So far, but not the best. Humphrey just fucking staring at the wall. Dirty laundering. Just going for archives. All right. Teach him a lesson. No, you can't. All right, we'll get this going. Please try an agenda. Already doesn't matter. We're not going to do any mass except that's really good. So we could ice this up, which is fine. And then we could just install here. I do like the architect because they don't have a breaker for it yet. And if with the architect fires, we can install into the Maryland campaign. So I think we're going to double install the Meridian with the architect and this on top, and then probably just to take a credit. I don't want to draw. Actually, we should draw because we could jam. Oh, that's fine. This is giving us a fair bit of money. Cats are so great. Yeah, they are. Can you fire border control just as tough laundry? We actually would consider it. Just because this cost them 2 to break, and so far they've only played 1 big run event, and their money was so shit that we honestly, if they got through all this, we might have border controlled. This architect's looking pretty good at 7 to break right now, though. Do your thing, Humfrit. Allergies have been nuts here in Texas. Oh shit, what do you got, pollen? Woo, the stim hack. We actually could just like border control them to end it. I think we might. It's a bit spiteful, but it honestly doesn't feel that bad. Like, I'll do it. We'll see. We'll let all this shit fire, though, because one of these is going to fire. Once this fires, we can just border control. Because they're going to pay 7 for it. Obviously, it's free money. The code gate thing doesn't matter. Like, they're playing kit, but they haven't played decoder, which is a bit strange. I think they have to spend 2 recredits. Yeah, they definitely do if they are going to. But I think we'll border control this one. My allergies haven't shown up just yet, but they're generally pretty bad. Oh, Humphrey has moved. I'll fix this. 1 second. This might be a bit rough. Sorry, gotta move the camera. It's a bit crooked now, but at least you see the Humphrey. It's all you. Oh, you have. Oh, they. Oh. 2 diva, single axis, king or queen. Yeah, they're going for the singles. Get that psych mic value. 1 credit a turn. Drip economy for 1. Massive endless amounts. Okay. So we're going to let this one fire. Roll them bones. Oh, you don't need to boost. For the border control. You can take back 3. Bread love mode. It's 1 axis for 1 back at the end. BC border control is a 2 tax from here on. Seems fine to let them have it. I passed the border control. Yep. But you boosted 3 for the BC, which wasn't necessary. Rotisserie chicken mode. I'm gonna roll them bones. All good. All right, we'll roll them bones. Event hardware program. Okay. So this one makes you lose 3, so it's all karma. Please do not rotisserie cat. So we can give him an axis for 1 credit and a single. You the slot machine? Boosting is a legal player, Andre. That's 2 lessons. They weren't fortunate to learn. Yeah, boosting is a legal play. You can boost whenever you want. We used to call our cat a chicken when she was in the pose. We did not cook her. It's a good chicken pose. So they can't break this. Kit is the first encountered, so it would be the architect. So this is not a code gate, but that doesn't really matter because they're breaking with a lamb. Okay, this is all fucky. Hold on. 2 3 2 3 2. So my feed, you paid 2 plus 3 plus 2 for the architect. No worries. And then 3 plus 2. That's all. The 3 plus 2. Now, like the 3 credit loss for the slot machine, and the 2 credits for the border control. I feel like they don't understand. Something is like not fully understood. After this conversation, I can't possibly just hit the border control. I look like a total shit. Maybe this person doesn't know lamb is once per turn. I already did. It's all good. It's what I do. Nah, this is fine. If they get an agenda off the top of here, it's gonna be bad. One card, 1 credit. Go and take a brain after that, mind you. All right. Lost the modded. Lol. So they have a system seizure, a Paragon, and a Palangi. Palangi's gonna be really strong. We gotta deal with that. SMC hitting the table. No reason to res the Jeeves right here. Our trigger order doesn't matter. We have a Nassix. That is a unique card. I think we want to res Jeeves because we could probably draw 3 here. 1. Is Palangi an issue? The server's actually really weak to lamb. So lamb is 5 for this? No, we're fine. Ooh, a lot of triggers. So we need 4, 4, 2. Oh, we have 2 border controls? That's bad. So if we advance this one, we'll be on 7 credits, 4, 5, 6. So it's not enough. They've got to pay for border control. Well, they did because they played 3 plus 2. So they lost 3 to this, 2 for this. It canceled out. I don't really get the point of playing this deck in Kit if they're going to use Unicorn for lamb. They might not be playing the new most wanted list yet. I feel like advancing this, we can just Jeeves it out. Whatever, we'll take a credit. We're in no rush. But Palangi is definitely an issue, and having 3 barriers in a row in server 1 is pretty bad. At least the innermost one, the IP block, is pretty strong. If we have more money than them, the trace is relevant. But they break that for 4. I guess at the end of the day, there's still border controls though. System seizure coming down, which if we score next turn, it's pretty good. But I feel like based on the last discussion, they might not fully understand how this works. So they need to run this turn if that system seizure is going to be any good. We'll see. Cybersafer coming down. Wow, cool. It's on R&D. Only 1 code gate there, and this one's sometimes just cheaper to light a fire. Oh, I guess it is. Excuse me, it's Kit. I forgot. It's been a while. So they can break this one for 2 now. They're going in on it too. Wait, how? They can't break this. What's going on? I don't understand. Are you gonna let one of these fire? This is, yeah, 2 code gates for Git. You're right. Shit, lost count my credits. You can undo it. But yeah, they generally need 2 credits to get through this. But this isn't the code gate, so they need 3 credits to get through this. All right. Install a card from HQ or archives. Yeah, I'll take a free Rashida. They still can't break this though. Oh, we can install on top of it. That's really cool. Run all? Oh, that's different. Okay. Well, now this is our last click. So, okay, well, that fucked up the ordering. I don't think it matters. So there's no agenda here. We know there's a Vitruvius on the bottom. We could just score the Vitruvius in an empty remote. And we know we can safely fire Rashida. So we can score Vitruvius. Yeah, this seems really good. Because they're going to hit a fully operational now. There's no reason to break. What do you think about Mati being banned? I'm a bit upset. I feel like Mati was really good and runners were a bit favored. I don't think Mati was ridiculously unfair. I think it was hard. But I think it was an interesting ability that had like a pretty high skill cap. I played competitively Mati this last season, and I liked it a fair bit. Oh, if this fires also, it's fucking disgusting. We win in one turn if this fires. I don't know. I don't think Mati needed to be banned. Event. Oh, we fucking win. Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's so insane. Oh, that's beautiful. Do you think that Matipo's border control was too good? No, I don't even think it was too good. Matipo border control was fun. We got to 6, not win. Oh shit, yeah, okay, you're right. Excuse me. Counting is hard. That felt good though. I don't even think we need to fire the Rashida. There's no reason not to though. I haven't played much runner. Oh, no way. I started a week ago and I've been playing all carp. Oh, no way. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. No way. Sorry, Zach. That technically makes sense, but oh man, that's so cool that fired. That Jeeves is better than the Nasix. I know they're both unique. I've seen Mati builds like Rob is playing Mati builds that run like Embolus, and that's really strong in daily quests as opposed to come at my pollen foods deck. I promise not to mess like this. I think that's really cool. I think like we actually might install a card in here just to get more value from the fully operational. We don't actually need the Nasix credits, but like fuck it, we can do it. Mati border control is like baseline power level where Glacier has to be viable. Exactly. It was like really strong Glacier. It kind of felt like, you know, RP. Like RP with Nisei. Like it was a hard matchup, but like it was pretty skill intensive. If you did nothing they could set up, you had to pressure them. Like it was really fun Netrunner. I didn't pay attention to what was on top of their deck because I thought we won. But yeah, I'm not the most excited. Mati was a lot of fun. Mati's also like a really fun ability to teach people with. It's like, here, play ice. It's fun. I think we didn't know that card. Okay, I'm gonna install in this remote. Do we need to Asa here? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Because we're gonna fire this dope ass combo. How does this work? We'll draw 2 cards first, gain 2 credits. Can I fire place 2 power? Whenever you, yeah, shit ton of money. Gain 2 cards, draw 2 credits. Oh wait, that's an ore? Oh, I'm a ding dong. Oh, I didn't realize that was an ore. Whatever. Fuck it. Whatever. This is so overkill, but yeah. 2 border controls and cold sight's unrunnable. Some people thought GPI net tips were fun. Yeah, that's fine. I understand why it's not though. And I understand why Mati cannot be. FC3 the remote's nasty. This remote is disgusting. Mati was brutal for run-based runners. Servers were never open. Yeah, but that was like you had to build like a bit of a flexible deck, right? Like sure, you could play the deck in such a way that you actually ended up firing off your like I've had what's it called fires? Crowdfunding fire, which is crazy. It's an ore, yeah. I didn't realize that. Professor, you're totally right. That was like a nuts turn. GPI net tap fine and Rubicon is the problem card. I think GPI net tap is the problem card. You just play like HQ and it'll be worse. But yeah, I think Rubicon. I said since Rubicon came out that this is a problematic card. Whatever, we'll style on them. Hey, good game. That was cool. That felt powerful, but like really, they did not do anything to us. Like we could play whatever the hell we wanted to. Let's play something less fair. Yeah, right? What are we playing? We're playing Acid Spam? Kyle's the real Satan here. How's it going, Terrence? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss Mati. I thought Mati was a ton of fun. I think they're typing. We're gonna wait a second. I got a heck of an RP list for you. Yeah, Rob, I'd love to see it. I watched some Punitive Asmari RP. There's a lot of Punitive Asmari in my meta, but like I still think the criminal deck, the criminal power taps deck, 419 deck is like disgusting against Asmari. I don't think it can lose unless there's incredible draw. We already played against it. It's a political dealings. Oh, is it actually the political dealings one? What does the room name mean, by the way? Oh, hey. Oh, I'm live streaming. I make Netrunner content on the internet. I stream every weekend. You can check out the stream /VOD if you'd like. It's Metropole Grid on YouTube or Twitch. No worries. I think it was obvious. I don't want to write that. That seems a bit mean. No worries. If you want some feedback, you can just view the tapes. I wonder if Nise is shy about errata since they don't want to mess with FFG cards. Otherwise, I think slapping a unique symbol on GPI net would do the trick. Yeah, I think that would. I think there's a lot of things that could be fixed. Like, I think Mati might not have been banned if border control was another influence. Stuff like that, right? Yeah, Rob, throw me the list. I'll play it. Fuck it. I'll play it. I'm going to be playing against it more. I imagine people like it. So, whatever. We'll try it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of cards that would be more reasonable if they were errata a bit. Like, I think Turtle needs to be maybe more influenced. I don't think you see it outside of Faction that much, though. Okay, talking to another games websites. I want a good deck if I'm on stream. I said I'd test out a runner deck from the chat. Another time. Whoa. Andre, what's your favorite deck ever? Smoothies, how's it going? Probably Geist decks back in the day. Before rotation? No, not even. I think Geist, probably. I think Geist is a lot of fun. It's just a lot of APM. I was actually really good at always keeping my triggers. Hey, cheers. Thanks for the game. And welcome to Netrunner, eh? I see you saying the mean stuff anyway when there was a video. I don't think we were that mean. Hey, yeah, it's Canada. Smoothies. Yeah, that's a hard question. On the runner side, I really liked Keyhole data. Keyhole. It's gonna sound shitty. I loved Keyhole Max with Count Siphon. I really like playing Data Leak reversal decks. I know that people don't love playing against that. The old Andromeda decks back when like ETF Moons is a big thing that was running like Keyhole. You see the recurring theme here, and 3 times Aeneas Informant with Desperado. That was actually really fun. Restricting border control hits Weyland. Yeah, you can't restrict border control. Yo, Q Diva, how's it going? Good games, eh? Thanks for the game. Oh, I think there's a lot. Oh my god, Andre's a rude boy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. If you're new to the game, Diva, I think you might be in good hands. Ask questions. Generally, I try to describe everything that we do. Oh, Rob, that's a deck list. Thank you. But it's a good place to ask questions, meet people. It's pretty cool. Smoothies, what's your favorite deck ever? FARP. Okay, so this is a bit acid spammy. We're gonna open it up in Chrome because of things. Andre is great. We have funny. Thank you. Let's talk slots though. Fucking hell, that little ice. Is this exact deck list I was playing against? It seems like it. You should tune in next Thursday and play the drinking game with us. Ayo, built it yesterday. Okay. Favorite Rude Boy deck is PU. Yeah, let's. I don't like that one. Let me move my face real quick. Farp. Okay, so this is probably the same deck we played with. We didn't see the Drudge work. I will pull up my deck list. I used to play Acid Spam Jinteki back when you could do it with Matima Kundo, and it was pretty good. Also, by the way, Lakshmi Smart Fabrics is like totally a reasonable deck now. Let's see all the Matima Kundo deck. World's Winning Deck, Big Rig, Red Roots. Who named these? Yeah, okay, so this is the Acid Spam deck I was playing with Mati, and Mati obviously has some really good ice here. But Clones Are Not People is actually a really cool card in the game, in the deck list. That's a drinking game. Because you can score out with Jeeves. But I think these are actually pretty similar. The deck list that we were playing against, how different is this? Blacklist was really cool back in the day. Daily Business Show is good. Estelle Moon was obviously how this deck had a lot of power. But we had Political Dealings, Rashida. This is actually really similar. We were running also Viral Weaponization, which was a cool tempo card, but we have more 3/2s now, so I don't think that's totally necessary. Hedge Fund is also pretty cool, so you don't take bad pub turn 1, but it might not be necessary. I think 3 Breach Domes is crazy. Why are we doing that? Why do we need to do that? I feel like a single Clones Are Not People is pretty good. I also don't know where our influence is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Drudge Work is cool too. Apocalypse Tech. I feel like with three hostiles, we have enough Apocalypse Tech. There's no way you need 3 of these, at least. It's a grinder list. Oh, I could see it, but like Tech Startup seems like a lot more potent in this deck. I feel like more ice would also be pretty good. A Crick would be super strong in this sort of list. Putting that on archives, because generally they'll pressure archives. But I guess Breach Domes is like our pseudo Crick. Well, thank you. Yeah, the trick. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna tell you, but 1 week I'm gonna practice for like days, and I'm gonna go out of my way and not do anything in the drinking game, and I'll see if anyone notices. There's a chance you won't. I'll play it like this. I don't think we need this. And I feel like we could play some more end the runs. Like I like the Himitsu Bako. Those are actually technically tech against Apocalypse too, to some extent. Cortex Lock is also pretty good. I will try it, but I think there's definitely some iteration to be done. I like how similar it is to this list. And that was the cool thing with Mati is that it was actually a pretty flexible identity too. Or do everything excessively. Breach doesn't work great with RP. They will just check out. Oh, you're totally true. No. Yeah, you're right. They can. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, I'm not sold. Even Crick on a Central is like not bad. I've been playing Apoc Val and holy cow, that's a fun deck. You're right though. Like if people swing into assets, Apocalypse gets a lot better. So I think we're not there yet. So I don't think we need that much Apocalypse tech immediately. But I think you're onto something. We'll build some FARP. Oh, it's Jinteki replicating perfection. Yes. You're just tuning in, by the way. This is what the splash screen looks like. That's cool, huh? I should put music up between like downtimes when we're talking. I don't know. I'll be like, wait, what just happened? The problem is like I can't fuck up, and like a bunch of the drinking game rules are when I fuck shit up, and that's kind of out of my control entirely. I'm not 100% sure on the agenda suite. The agenda suite looks fine. I don't think there's anything better. Like it's just all the 3/2s, right? Oh, sales team. Actually, in this sort of deck list that is running hostile infrastructure, there is a small chance, maybe your money's not good enough because we don't have Estelle, but there might be a small chance that playing the viral weaponization is good because then they can't trash anything. And it buys like a bit of game. Hand is poop. Hand is less poop. Hand is quite good. I start with viral. Oh, no way. Okay, let me move my head. We're going to probably have to zoom out here at some point. Oh, the hand is poop again. Oh, fuck me. No, we'll get this next turn. Will we? I should have considered that. I forgot we had this. Yeah, we're going to double install, whatever. We're not going to get value from that. Maybe we didn't need to do that. We probably didn't need to do that because we're going to come up anyways. There's another card to check. We could have rezzed it for free. That was a fuck up. Why ate the drinking game rules? I like reasons to drink. Why do I wake up faster? How's it going, Z-Bag? Hailey drew once, ran. Might start checking this stuff. Obviously, the Flotic would be good. Oh, beans. Other way around would have been better. Yeah, I think we goofed that up. Or GF5, you have the influence in Unicorn. Same old thing coming down with Street Peddler. That's an interesting card. So rezzing this doesn't really matter. We could score the Flotic Entanglement. I don't think we're in a rush. Especially when we have that. Actually doesn't get us much. I think we spam. Yeah, they're not going to be trashing, so we're just going to spam. And if they run HQ, it's pretty sweet. Ah, beans, 2 drinks. I read it in chat, though. Ooh, double daily. On their turn, in theory. Starting with 4. Pretty good. Scoring the Floodic will do a single damage. It will let us install whatever we draw from our hand. So I think we're going to res this. Use the token to res this. Start turn. Oh, Jeeves is really good here. Advance, because then we can score next turn. Score. So we'll do the damage. Getting a Beth, not bad at all. This into a new Roma. This deck is super weak to hacktivists. That's the only issue. Not the only issue. That's definitely an issue. We goofed. Fuckaduck has been retired for a while. Fuckaduck really doesn't have it. Okay, that's good. That's slow. They also could be on Clot. They hostage this out. Hostage also sometimes means, especially when we see the same old thing, it means they could be on a pirate list. There's a chance that we actually want to res the hostile infrastructure. Because then if they trash something here, they take a net damage, which might be unsustainable. But then we go down to like no money. We can't even res our Jeeves. And next turn we're probably Jeeving. So I think we won't res this. They have a trash here if they want. Oh, okay, it didn't matter. So we'll take this res the Jeeves. All right. They're getting good on their axes, but no ice. Can't complain. All right, so we can draw 3, install. If we want our Jeeves to fire. Or we can install 2 here, which is also pretty good. We need the money. Feels good. Res Hostile, I don't think we want to. Like, we don't need to. It's so expensive, and we have no other econ on the board. If they get another agenda here, I swear to God. We could res... Yo, fuck this deck. The game point is on the table also. We could consider scoring it. When they're checking. Ooh, this is really scary. We could have considered resing the Hostile. Oh, we probably should have. There's no way they trash this. Okay, sunk cost fallacy. We'll res it now. 2 advanced medical breakthrough. Yeah, we really need a top deck and ice so that we can sponsorship it back on R&D. We can also sponsorship back the Daily Business Show. If we res this, it's free. Why not? Oh, 2 regret on R&D seems better than getting the DBS back. So we're just going to advance this 4 times. It'll give us enough money. If they run this first, though, we're in a bad spot. Bye, Humphrey. Oh, actually, this will give us a credit, too. The 1 card they didn't run. So we can install this to get a credit. I think we're just going to put this on R&D. Seems really good. Drawing heavily. Godspeed, Humps. I'm going to just close this down. I don't think we need the space. Clone Chip gets access to SMC and R&D interface, so they could clot, which is pretty scary. Anansi is good. Start drawing up. Drawing. 2. Okay, we can consider installing here. We could draw again to get a click. Might as well. All right. I'll put this in a new remote, so trashing things is a bunch harder. Let's go. So that's the problem. We have no good clot answer. We want another tour guide basically on this remote server. Running HQ here has a chance of hitting a breach dome. That would obviously be pretty sweet. Probably hit a Nancy, obviously. Running this. We still can res, so we'll do it. Double hostile is pretty hard. Pretty hard to deal with. You can just tank this damage though. At this point, they generally concede assets. And there you go. It is a pirate build, so they're also probably on a. That's what I think when I see a hostage, it means almost always that they're also on a DJ Fenris. Andre, do you have any plans on doing card reviews? It's gonna be really hard. Thank you. You used to love those on YouTube. I used to really like making them. I liked making them. I still do. But timing has been hard. If anything, there's a chance that we'll be doing like we'll be doing more like targeted content, like certain cards. But like, there's so many cards that came out once. It's really hard. It takes a long time to do them. I hear you though, and I really like support. Like I really appreciate the support that you like those. I want to keep this in hand. It feels really good in there. I think icing. How do they get through this? I guess grappling hook. That's how they get through it. VK, just focus on interesting and playable cards. Yeah, I think that's right, because there's a lot of cards that I don't have anything too smart to say about. Oh, we didn't consider Jeeving's our turn. I guess we'll just install everything. Putting us on HQ isn't terrible. There's a chance we need it for remote, and I guess we'll just have it for the remote. It's a pretty bad remote ice, though. Do we need to protect anything here? Not really. Protecting the Rashida is kind of sweet. Can we even res this? Yeah. Yeah, we can. We just need to make sure we always keep 2 credits. Fuck it, I'll just take a credit. Non-CHQ, not necessary. After the Rashida, it might be. We could have just done it. But after the Rashida, we're probably going to be triple installing anyways. I think for sure. They don't have HQ pressure. They still have Claude pressure though, and it's good to jam this on the remote if they do have a Claude. But I'd rather have a guard any day, or what's it called? A tour guard. And again, it's 2 clicks to run the remotes, so yeah, we only have 5 ice. Counter punish HQ for RP. Oh, I see what you mean. Fuck, nothing. Interesting. So we could do triple install. They win if they get this. I think they'll check actually here. We installed 3 in a row after getting from Rashida draw. It's very likely that one of these is an agenda. So I think actually that was probably bad. I don't think they're gonna be running HQ. Yeah. So they're gonna run these 3 servers. I think we just lost right there. That was not the right play. Luckily this is gonna fire. They can't break all the subs. Unless they like clone chip SMC some shit. All the servers triggering my anxiety. Welcome to acid spam. Alright. What? Wait, how did they install self-modifying code? They clone chipped it. Oh, they're Deus Exing. That makes sense. Oh, they also could in theory days. No, like I don't know how they do that. Oh, hit the breach dome. Oh, they didn't. Yeah, that's GG. They're gonna check all this stuff. Yeah, I think it's a really smart play. We just jammed 3 after Rashida. This is straight up the wrong play. Yeah, we should not have done that. Yeah, I think that was ours to win. The clot lock obviously is a bit of an issue, but their money is pretty bad, so we just needed not to do that. If we drew one of these earlier, we have 3 in the deck, we'd be fine. And we were pretty unlucky to singles. We also had that sweet 2-2, so. Hailey. Yeah, it was Hailey. I didn't realize they clone chipped it. Yeah, Rob says don't put it down. I think you're totally right. Yeah, that part worked out. I feel like the install right there after a Rashida was straight wrong. Yeah, there's no way we do that. Unless we got a tour guide, there's no way we do that. And I don't know, do they like Deus Ex Palangi a tour guide? I don't think so. I think they grappling hook it though, so they can get through tour guide relatively easily with this ice suite. Yeah, we would have been pretty good. Daily Business Show also would have been pretty good. But yeah, they got like what, 3 singles, got 3 agendas. So I think 4 singles, so whatever. We'll do this again. Yeah, totally. Do they have Claw in their deck? I think they actually might not even have Claw in their deck. I don't know. They do have 1 or 2 of these, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe they do. Yeah, they must, right? I think it makes sense. It's really easy for them to get it down. They must ask. I think Wizards in chat. We'll ask them when they're back, if they're back. So no big acid hate there. We got our assets up. We got the lockdown where they don't want to trash things anymore. But still, like, I think we need more ice. I feel like with a bit more ice, we'd be pretty good, right? Because then we actually can jam behind ice every turn and force them to do something. Because that's the biggest issue. It's like if they have Clot and if they have something else. Yo, Wizard, good game by the way. Are you running Clot? But that's like kind of the big thing is like if we're just smashing things on the table every turn, they have no reason not to check. So I feel like if we had like 1 or 2 ice, we can actually start jamming behind something. Oh, no Clot. Oh, fuck. Okay, that could have been a lot easier. I assumed you're on Clot. When they're on game point, it's also really hard to check for it, for obvious reasons. I also feel like having the current in that deck would be really good because we have a lot of 3/2s and we can always with Jeeves get time to play the current. Sometimes you can win in like what? Oh, always 3 agendas. Ooh, 419. We could get siphoned. I'm gonna keep this. Should probably get it now that acid spam seems to be popular. Yeah, right? Hey, best of luck. Still on the mean deck? Depends which one. So, oh, that's kind of bad. Project Yagi-Udas are not very good here. We could bury these. Well, yeah, we might just take a shitty turn and bury both of these. Feels pretty bad. Really enjoyed the stream the other day with all the kill deck. Good luck, have fun. Oh, cheers. Yeah, I think we'll just dredge these away. But again, ice is also like a big problem. I'm not gonna, we can expose this because we're gonna res it immediately. Oh, they choose not to use their ability. Psychic field. Let's go. Gain 2. Gain 2. We get siphoned really bad still. They also probably can't stop fast advance, so at least like the political dealings into Rashida combo is pretty good. If we get all these 3 down, there's a chance we score a 4-2 the next turn. And it looks like they're on Dace's Wild off ooh, build script. Okay, maybe they're not on the security nexus. I use my influence on Paul up to get around bad easier. Oh, that's cool. Class act, pretty good. So we're just gonna install 3 here. They didn't expose last time. Will we pay 1? Will we pay 1? This is expensive. No, it's a Jeeves. Alright, so there's a combo here. If we res everything, it's 6 credits, we get 3 back. So what is it? 7, 8, 9, 10 minus 4, 5, 6. So we can score a 4-2 and go down to 0. But we'll also have cards in hand, so it's probably pretty bad. You're going to pre-res once you find your temple. Yeah, so they have obviously, they want to install things. That flip switch is not particularly good in this matchup. But they want to install things. This is a problem. Reflection. Okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. Throwing out an exclusive party. Oh, interesting. I don't think we need to res this just yet. I'm not comfortable scoring. We don't have enough money. Oh, that's really good. So I'm going to ice HQ. I can trash Batty before it triggers. No, you can't. Unless they pre-res it. Because it's their turn, they can res and fire in the same. You have to, that's only you can do anything that takes clicks. Because they can do anything in the same pay ability window. I need to play my Nero deck again. Yeah, we'll scare them. Oh, we could have res Jeeves here. Ah, fuck it. We'll res it for free. That might be more important. Oh, I didn't do my mandatory draw. Oh, I look like a dum-dum. Now I would have res Jeeves. Okay, that was stupid. Yeah, yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, then we would have res Jeeves. Class act, firing a draw, deuces wild. They can expose this ice if they want. Not without an Amaku, it's not very good. Amaku is very good against this sort of archetype though, but it's hard for them to run these, so we just want to ice up everything with 5 ice pretty hard. Cash. Wild. Are they who-shooking us on 1s? What are they doing? Blueberry Diesel after Deuces Wild, so it doesn't get the extra value of Class Act. I'm not a fan of this deck. Au revoir. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So that's why they're playing Reflection. Makes sense. So we res the Mamba. We actually could consider scoring with political dealings right here. I feel like Jeeves is probably just better. This is going to be 4. It's cancels about this. Yeah, we can start scoring probably. When you jack out. Okay. GPI net tap. No longer a thing. I feel like that might be a bit ambitious. Whatever, we'll do it. Nothing. But good cards. Really good cards. You need Ice R&D if you find it. Yeah, we haven't. So if we use these credits right now, sometimes you want to keep these credits so Siphon isn't that strong, but we can duck this pretty easily. We're just gonna fucking spam the shit out of this shit. What I install is Mamba sponsorship. Yeah, that's better than the other melon. We're almost out of burst draw though, so a lot of this is going to be an issue. And the turning wheel is going to be a problem. Okay, I can readjust my camera. There's no more cat. Ooh! Getting down to jack. Free counters. They can jack out. So they're just going to build counters here, which is, if they lock us, we can't do anything, but... So I think we res the temple to res all this stuff. We might as well. So they got that off the top. Doesn't feel that bad. So we don't need to res that yet. So I think we draw 3. No. Oh, fuck me. No ice. So we draw once more. No ice just yet. Team sponsor would probably be the strongest if we can score, but we're gonna have to top deck an agenda. We're totally locked if we don't draw an ice. The catch is for Rosetta 2.0. Oh, no way. That's really cool. You basically never draw? I think we could put this in a remote, but we have to pay a credit for it, and it's really bad to do that last click. This is technically the best card if somehow we manage to score, but they're just gonna lock the top of our deck. So, I'll take the money. I'll pay the credit. Maybe they run it. Empty HQ is good. Yeah, I could see that. Because they can jack out and see what's in our hand. This is terrible if we don't draw ice. Like an Anansi here would be really good. Obviously they flip switch it, which is a jack out ability. Oh, they just jacked out. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're jacking out. I didn't realize that. They're not even accessing. So they're fighting contested. So they jack out, gain turning wheel, gain an au revoir, see a card in hand. So now we have a corporate sales team. They've seen it twice, so they might think we have more than one. Another au revoir. Just gonna go raise the Aki. So they haven't seen the top of R&D, which is really good for us. That damage is really good classically against criminals. They're just gonna jack out, scared of the Iki. Pretty cool. Just res everything. Give us an agenda, please. Or an ice. Either would be fine. Ooh, ice we got. So what do we want to do? We can also go for triple install again. I feel like triple install is pretty fine here. They might go, they know that we had this here, so they might go for it. This keeps cards out of hand. Now we could have put down this first. I honestly don't care. I don't think we're gonna need the money. We got like a lot of mumbas. How are you feeling this RP deck? Don't like it. It needs probably like 3 more ice. But it's technically sound. Yeah, they're checking stuff, so this is wrong. They saw we had the 4-2 in hand. It makes sense to check. I think always when we jam into the remote, it's wrong. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that. But now we have the top deck. We know Morshitas. So this doesn't have burst draw. It used to have a lot of burst draw with Estelle Moon, but no longer. And we're just throwing agendas in the remote. And there's no reason for them not to check it when they have all the archives, all the centrals not iced. I don't like that we don't have enough ice to punish the RP ability. Passport coming down. Okay. We might as well res this shit for free. Like, if we draw a tour guy, we're in a good spot. They might be on ferry, but their MU, I guess they have one more. They can always pull M from their deck. Oh, this sucks. If we draw a 3-2, we can't score it. So drawing is kind of bad. But they're just going to build turning wheel counters. I don't know what to do. What's up, Andre? It looks like you played a few different things. Yeah, we just been kind of playing what we found. Oh, fuck me. How do we ever score those? They might also be on, like... I don't know what to do here. Yeah, maybe we just wait, but then they just build up turning wheels. I think you're right. Drawing was the worst thing because we have no plan to score these from hand. Like, even having an Ash or something, I don't know. This deck needs DBS. I think it has 3. Or maybe just 2. Oh, it has 3. So, yeah, that was a misplay. We shouldn't have drawn. Where they at? I don't know. But yeah, we need a lot of burst draw. I think you can legitimately do this sort of deck in HB as well, and instead of political dealings, do Lakshmi, and it's probably just as good. They drove by the hostel. That's fine. Drudge the Gendies. Oh yeah, we do have Drudge. It looks like they're going in for a single though. If they hit here, we're kind of fucked. Gendies. Oh, frying the side game. Oh, I'll pay 1. Yeah, so they don't draw. I like the side game on that. Please no Yugi-Ada. Is that what it's called? Yagi-Uda, excuse me. Oh, they're gonna see 2. Okay, we could lose. Okay. Alright. Game point. Is CSR campaign a potential real card in this deck? Oh, that's a cool card, Therabre. That's actually a really good card. I think Tech Startup is what we were thinking of putting in this deck instead of these Breach Domes that I really don't care about. I think Tech Startup would be so good because we could hit our DBSs. We could pull this. I think that was in the Mati deck. And I think CSR campaigns are worth looking at. Fuck me. Okay, we're not drawing. We're going to shuffle this. Money doesn't matter, so I don't care. Triple install first. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we probably should have, because we're not getting Jeeves. Yeah, we should triple install for sure. Keeping one card in hand, though, is interesting, but they're going to see what it is reflection, so keeping one card's really dumb. Yeah, we should Jeeves there. Jack Sinclair, running archives. The Breach Dome is in there, but they're just going to jack out with Au revoir to gain 2 and see the one card in hand. This is actually giving them good information. We have no Breach Domes. Whatever, you can trash that if you want. I don't think it will. We should have pre-res our hostile too. I guess we weren't expecting drive-by. What is this? What is this? Okay, whatever. Makes it a bit worse of a proposition. Yeah, DBS buried late is going to be a really big problem. They definitely want to trash the Jeeves. I don't know why they're not trashing our shit. Like, this stops us from scoring 4-2s. And, like, we legitimately are not pressuring them from trashing this. They 100% should trash it. If they trash this Jeeves, I don't think we have a chance of winning. Because if they don't trash this Jeeves, we reinstall all our shit. Like, if we top deck a 4-2 and score it out of hand, and there's 2 4-2s left in our deck, it's really bad for them. Oh, that's actually really good. Do we want it for archives? I feel like we don't. I feel like drawing is also really bad. Oh, this sucks. We definitely want tech startups. Yeah, they should trash the Jeeves. Take 3 install. I don't think the money matters. This is probably fine. I also put snow cards in HQ. Exclusive party, exclusive party. There's a Rosetta. So now they can pull out a fairy or whatever they need, and they can still break this tour guide, so it's not even that good. This is not unique, but yeah, we'll res it just because tour guide cares that we res this. Having more than one technically doesn't matter, besides for tour guide. Fuck. They can just build infinite credits. This really sucks. It feels good just to flat trash Jeeves though. It 100% is. How's it going by these? Like, you 100% flat trash Jeeves for 5. This is our win condition. Oh, we could have clicked 3 installed. That was strictly wrong. Excuse me. That 100% is wrong. But if we don't fire Jeeves, they'll forget that we have Jeeves because it's all the way over here. So then they forget to trash it. That was the correct play. It was not firing the Jeeves. Mind games. Oh, fuck. They're on Sherman? Oh, they might be on the Killer, too. If they're on Killer, our tour guide's going to look so dumb. So they're resetting their stuff. But Galter, okay, so this is going to be really expensive. This also is going to be 5 credits. And if they steal an agenda off the top, I swear to fucking God. This is an agenda? Oh, my God. So this is only 5 to break altogether when they get the refund. Sorry we have to zoom out so much. For most people, this is probably incomprehensible. They clearly can't choose the wine in front of you. We need a triple draw to find DBS. Yeah. Oh, we found another tour guide, though. Draw agenda. Oh, that's really good, though. But they can lock the top of R&D. Like, we're fucked. Dude, I think we have to put this on R&D. And maybe they spend all their money on this. Maybe this is an agenda. Okay, we can do this. They clearly can't choose the wine in front of you. You might as well be moving rocks around as legible as that is. Yeah, I apologize. There's no real way around it. The best I can do is like highlight over things, but even the highlights are so small. But that's kind of the issue. I guess this is obtainable. Removing the Tycoon. Or is that a 2.0? Not bad for another Au revoir. Money. And that's all they need. They can run Archives Jack out. They're gaining 3 a click. And information about our juicy HQ. We can definitely get to 2 points. They're trashing team sponsorship? No, they're just jacking out. They have to trash this. And the thing is, if we draw more than one agenda, we're done. If we draw 2 agendas on the Rashida, we're done. There's a chance that we don't fire Rashida. Yeah, finally they're doing it. We can team sponsorship Drudge work. I think we don't fire Rashida. This is fine. Actually, we might want to put this behind here. You can get a 3-pointer. There's no 3-pointers in this deck. Only 2 agendas are 4/2s? Yes. Like, all they have to do is do that on here. But we can res. So they can't jack up. They should just build turning wheel tokens on here. But they're just going to take infinite money because they know they need infinite money. Is this better than a Neason format? Oh, they're trashing their team sponsorships. That's cool. That actually is really smart. Luckily, we have another one. So we're going to have to claw back. This game's over R&D is stacked? Yeah. It's real bad. Don't trash it! You fucking trash this! Dick. Okay, chat. Are we resing this or not? You're on 3 credits. I feel like Crick's always good in these kinds of decks. Yeah, I know. Crick is way better than anything. More ice would be good. Yeah, I feel like we're going to lose anyways. 3 agendas. Woo! The agenda we can't score! Let's go! And we were revealing it, mind you. So this is good against Inside Job. No, we revealed it. You can see it. What? We already did that. Oh, because there's multiple. Interesting. Oh, we didn't mandatory. Oh, that was gonna be scary. Why did you reveal it? Because well, we need to advance it. I forget the mandatory. Yo, this deck blows. Yeah, it needs help. I don't think that was wrong. Because we still need to advance it. They also should just, like, with infinite money, trash all of this. Because once they trash all of this, our tour guide's useless. So, like, they can click for 3. They just trash our board. Like, we have no hostiles. Which is nuts. Like, we literally have no hostiles. Looks like they're going to just try and do the money push, which I think actually will succeed at. Because they can't let this fire. Please don't trash the daily business show. And they probably should trash this. We shouldn't have rezzed this. Yeah, fuck. Okay, we don't need recursion. At least they're bleeding. They're running out of money. Now they're realizing, like, you do this? Oh, they're not. Please don't draw an agenda. Oh, thank you. On the board, let's go. Fuck. No ice. I guess there's no more ice in our deck? No, there's like 2 more. We have 3 tour guides, 3 Anansi, 3 Crick, or probably 2 of one of those. 2 tour. This deck has 2 tour guides? Yeah, something on archives would have been a really big deal. But it is what it is. They're actually trashing the political dealings. Like, they should have done this such a long time ago. They have 3 credits per turn on run economy. Like, they can keep us from winning. Yeah, that was the right turn to do it, too. Well, we're going to lose no matter what. And we're just going to install all of these so that we can make the tour guide a bit stronger. In theory, actually, we might have wanted to install one of the agendas here. I don't know if they're jacking out or not. Ooh, they're checking him. They're checking him. That's really good. They're not getting 3 clicks. Trashing Jeeves, only one more 4-2 in the deck, so it's not actually that valuable. We have 52 credits and no way to use it. What about if this deck instead you do like, you could do NEH and force them to draw with all the political dealings, not the political dealings, but all the other NEH stuff. And then force them to draw a lot. And then like play that one that gets money, or that fast advances based on cards in hand. You know, the Agroplex thing. Class act drawing last click. Okay. I refuse to win this game. And we draw an agenda. We're in such a bad spot. Oh, that's actually a really good draw. But they're going to see it. All right. Game point. Let's go. Just run out of Asmari. Just say event. Let them stack up. I think you want to do asset spam, though. There's a lot of things to work on. They can just build credits this turn. Like, this remote, honestly, isn't that expensive. This is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to break. This is 5 to break. And they have 3 credits a turn. Is this a tour guide? Yeah, okay. It's not even that expensive. And this is an end to run that they can just build turning wheel counters on, but it's better than the Au revoir at least. So they can just build up turning wheel and we'll lose. Because they only need 1. They should have done it a long time ago. The best move this deck used to do was reveal an agenda with political dealings, install on Turtlebacks a stealth trigger, then DBS at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, and this deck also used to have Lakshmi in it sometimes, which is really strong. Yeah, I ETR'd them. They don't want to jack out. Yep, totally. Oh, I see. I forgot to do it, yeah. All right. No way we win here. A key. They can't break A key on remote. Want to see a play? That's a play. That's a play. They'll run this. They think this is an agenda. It'll kill them. Oh, whoops. Yeah, no, we lose. They're going to see the whole deck. Just run this. They don't even have to run this. There's no point running this. We should have conceded a long time ago, I'll be honest. We drew really poorly. The tech startups help us with the draw. We didn't punish anything. They could have just trashed all our stuff, which I think they're doing now, actually. I think 8 counters is enough. Maybe they're saving money. Oh, they know the 1 card in hand. That's cool. Inside job. That's not even worth it. Anyways, we lose. C5. I don't think we win. That was the first card. Yeah, this deck needs a lot of work. I don't think this is common. It could be. This is another like kind of degenerate economy engine, isn't it? I guess this one's easier to play around. Yeah, we lost the window a long time ago. Oh, and all the agendas were on the bottom of the deck otherwise. Oh, we were so screwed. But we need to get DBS early to control our draw. We need to get hostiles up. They weren't trashing our Jeeves for so long while we had the other thing on the board too. Like, we could have done it. No, remote. Tour guide isn't even bad. I think you could have just trashed all the assets. I have no way to win. You gain 3 on a click. You're heavily favored. I don't have it. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, it needs some work. I think there could be something here for sure, but I think it needs a bit more ice and needs a bit go. I don't even like this one. I don't know if this one's good enough. You need all 3 Anansis on essentials. That would do something. But even then, they break for 5. Like, breaking for 5 isn't that bad. Yeah. especially with inside job. Yeah, the DBS obviously would have been huge because it helps you so much with your card draw. So I think if we had a couple like tech startup, the breach jumps didn't do anything in this matchup. But if we had a couple tech startups, that would help. And just more ice. The thing is, like, what do you drop for more ice? I want to see the other list because the other list actually had slots. So this had 23 assets. This also has 31 assets. So you definitely drop some assets. What's not necessary? I think 3-team sponsorship is probably crazy. Oh, this ran Estelle though. So, okay, maybe you need those. But Rashida, yeah, I think you can definitely drop some assets because this is like a lot better. Excalibur also, we have no in the deck, and this is really good. Putting Excalibur on a central server in RP seems okay. It was really good in back in the day in Mati when you felt them Excalibur. Yeah, you gotta get Jeeves influence for sure, but that's why we're playing it. Oh no, no worries. Thanks for the game, eh? Anyways, that's probably it. I just want to look at this deck list really quick. I think we can pull them side by side if we're pretty smart about this. What's this gonna do? Are you gonna be good? Okay, yeah, that worked. So Agenda Suite, we're on 10 agendas each. Assets 31. So Blacklist is actually really cute in this deck. Excalibur seems pretty fun. You can even run more than one for sure. Daily Business Show, I like 3 a bit better, but maybe with 2 is enough for startups. Sponsorship, you could do 1 fewer, but then you have to run another HB card. And I just feel like we don't have enough ice. Even like simple end the runs are a big deal because it forces them to get something. Obviously, a Spiky might be a bit better in RP. Mati Makundo, you had some choices to throw at the end the runs when you want, but like Enigma is spicy enough. Shadow Val? Okay, what was that? Oh, this was the Shadow Net. Yeah. This probably wasn't a bad deck. Oh, it had 0 net. It was great. I really do like Clones Are Not People when it comes to firing off with Brain Trust, but this deck had so much better draw because it had obviously a Stealth Moon in it. Anyways, this is probably something to go off of. What's the difference here? What is the big difference? Oh, Mamba Temple. I don't think you need Mamba Temple. Mamba Temple isn't honestly that good. Oh, actually, yeah, Mamba Temple doesn't really do that much. I don't know. I guess maybe the economy here with the Stealth Moon was nuts, so maybe you didn't need it. I don't know. But that is a restricted card for what it's worth. I think I said we didn't have one. But maybe the Hostels is actually the worst card here. It's really expensive. It doesn't help our win condition. Maybe we can just go faster. I don't know. But again, Apocalypse, that's the thing, right? Miraju also is an interesting ice for this deck, right? Because Miraju fires with Daily Business Show. Miraju on R&D, it could be expensive. I guess if we do have the Mamba Temples, we res for free. But Miraju is super cute with Daily Business Show because it fires the trigger. I think that's really cool. Especially when our HQ, we don't have dredge work in this build. Anywho, that's all for tonight. Thanks so much for dropping by. I'm actually feeling a lot better than when I started the stream. Go on HQ. Yeah, you can do it on HQ too. Yeah, it's a bit of liability on R&D, you're right. But that'll be it. We'll be here on Sunday, mind you. We have the tournament going on all day Sunday. I think we start at 10. Tobo, how's it going, by the way? I think we start at 10. Diva, by the way, nice to meet you. Good games. So we'll be on for that. So if you want to drop by, to all the people playing on the tournament on Saturday and Sunday, best of luck. Hopefully we get to commentate some of your games on Sunday. If you want to watch the VOD, it'll be all on there, nice and open. But that's largely it. Come on Monday to Montreal. There's a GNK. That's largely it. Have a good night.